goddess of magic is missing. Her champions banished. Trapped. Powerless. They must become worthy.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Unbound. This is our original 5th edition D&D campaign that uses adventures from Uncaged Anthology. Uncaged Anthology is a collection of myth and folklore themed modules that subvert tropes around mythological beings and monsters that are women. Sorry, I'm just like thinking about the fat quickfoot that I just focus. We are also featuring the Scholar class by Benjamin Hoffman, both of which are available for purchase on DM's Guild. If you want to interact with the game, there are 2 ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing, of which you can see that there is a chart here on the overlay. Everyone has a cap of 2 blessings. It is an advantage die, and you can also grant me some as well. So I would like to remind the players, please feel free to use them liberally. You are capped right now, which means nobody can give you any more at the moment. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, we do a draw from the deck of many things. It's $10, and you get to choose your player, and they draw something like sun, or what's the spooky looking one? Here you go. The Void.
Oh, great.
We will go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to reintroduce our characters, and we're going to go around and start off with Nell.
Oh, that's me. I'm Nell, also the Lady May, and I'm a very small halfling. She's not so much a scholar, but more focused in the culinary arts. And she likes to eat things of a magical nature, which have ended up with flowers in her hair. And I guess that's Nell.
Do you have Nell's weapon nearby?
My trusty cast iron pan.
Yes.
Or my meat skewer.
Oh my god. Thank you. Next we have Samara.
Hi guys, I'm Giggly. I play Samara. I'm the favorite.
It's true. It's canon.
It's canon. It was said on stream. I mean, Samara's just a hooligan, so it's really all there is to her.
Thank you. Next we have Avalon.
I'm Avalon. Vengeance Paladin. What else is she? Azamar. Whoop, whoop. And my name's Bravo. And she's real tall. She puts up with a lot of shit, I'll say that. And this group is lucky to have her.
It's true.
Amen.
A couple of times that she hasn't been here has been kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'm big and beefy. Y'all pick on me a lot, but you'll see one day. One day I'll go down, then what happens?
Next we have Alaris.
that's me. I am Alaris in Dungeon Ding. Alaris is a Gloomstalker Ranger changeling. She has a pet raccoon who is apparently very, very fat, according to Stella's last drawing, named Quickfoot. And she wears a mask and dual wields swords. She's a stabby ranger. Yeah, that's Alaris.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, we have Adon.
Hi guys, I'm Adon. I'm a little Earth Genasi rogue, but branching out into the artificer realm. I used to be the smallest in the party. I am not anymore, but still fairly small.
Yes, thank you. And we already have a donation for a draw from the deck of many. We are going to go with Nell this time. Thank you so much, Godfather Wraith. We're going to start off with a roll of fate. I have to look at the cards when I shuffle them because I suck at this. Please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
What?
I will
Oh, shit,
reveal
what?
this later.
Oh shit, in a
Oh,
good
shit,
way?
what?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Nell's gonna be double betrayed.
Oh no.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
It'll be fine.
That would suck.
Okay, so last time we left off with a payday, and Nell got her check that she was supposed to get a while ago, conveniently, and we went shopping, and we began to set off towards the village of Cragwatch. And the scene opens up with the group making their way through the wilderness, making the path northwest. And we see a scene of woodland all around them. Who would be leading at the forefront?
I'd probably be running out in the front.
Okay.
Imagine.
I was gonna say probably Adon.
Yeah.
Dawn's probably first in everything.
Excellent. Could I please get a survival check from you?
I should not be the one in the front. Just probably. Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a 19 survival. Excellent. Yeah, so as the group of you are making your way through the wilderness, you find the path is relatively easy to navigate. It does not seem... Sorry, the Roll20 chat is blowing up with boss baby boss. Boos bababi.
Boost my baby.
Boss babit. Okay, yes, so you find that the path you are taking is not one of the most traveled. It does seem to break off at points, but you stick to it and you manage to find your way. And as you are making your way through, you do notice a number of vegetation that is quite familiar. Instantly, you recognize a spot of mushrooms, and you recognize them to be cracum pods. They appear to be these sort of fungal, sponge-like clusters. And you recognize these immediately as a favorite delicacy in Waterdeep.
I'm gonna pick them. Do I know, are they used medicinally or just as like a tasty snack?
They are a tasty snack. They are an expensive tasty snack.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking them.
Now fervently, seeing and tries to catch up.
Okay. Could I get a survival or perception check from Nell? Or nature? Your
I'm
choice.
gonna choose nature.
Okay, nature. That's an 8. Even with an 8,
That was a roll of 3.
you find that there are a number of trees in this area. As Adon stops, the whole group comes to a stop, and you see that there is a tree nearby. The bark is very smooth and rich brown in color. You see the soft leaves are oval-shaped, and they grow in clusters as well. There are tiny berries, and you know these to be king's fruit. It is a common little fresh berry to enjoy.
Do they happen to grow on the kingswort plant? Is this a separate king plant?
This is a separate king plant.
Oh, got it. What are the mushrooms called again?
Cracum pods. I put it in the Roll20 chat for you.
Got it, thank you.
Your spelling's hard.
Mushrooms. I'm just gonna keep these. I think Nell could probably make something tasty out of them later. I think they probably go for a lot back in Waterdeep.
I'm sorry, did you find a clue?
I found mushrooms. Mushrooms. You eat them.
Mushrooms.
She found food.
Right.
I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be stopping for mushrooms right now.
Right, should we keep...
I'll pack them away, and I'll pack them away.
Absolutely stop for mushrooms.
Okay, I will stop for mushrooms then,
Oh,
and then I'll go
gosh.
back down and get some more.
I don't think I've ever had a mushroom.
This is going to take us a lot longer than it would have before, isn't it?
I know lots of recipes with mushrooms. Soups, pies,
Pies?
stir fries.
Wow.
Mushroom pie.
She kind of like stares off in the middle distance.
I'll pack away the mushrooms and then get up and get ready to get
We'll
going
have
again.
to make something nice with that.
Could I get survival or perception checks from Alaris, Samara, and Avalon?
Maybe you can.
I suppose, maybe. If I ask nicely enough.
Suppose.
That's a 16 from Alaris, 16 from Avalon, 21 from Samara. Okay.
Ooh.
So, Alaris and Avalon, you notice that there are also a number of trees that are slightly different. They are gnarled in appearance, have twisted limbs. The bark is flaky and has a reddish-brown tint to it. You recognize these to be felsoul trees. I would say that, Alaris, you don't really know what they're for. Avalon, with the 16 survival, you would know that the bark from this can be used to decrease nausea. Nausea. And it has medicinal purposes. The flowers are small. They have a variation of yellow, purple, and red. They'd be crushed to also make a spicy perfume, which some claim to be an aphrodisiac.
Oh.
Ooh.
A pound of these flowers sell for as much as 10 gold.
Wow.
Nice.
Holy
Um,
crap.
Well, Avalon's gonna take her massive, awesome, epic, cool new sword and kind of take it like an awl almost, and start kind of like scraping off curly cues of bark.
Could you remind us again how you came to this sword and what it looks like?
Oh, you know, I casually had a sword that my really awesome dead girlfriend made for me, I'm sure. And out of nowhere, it just disappeared into ash. It's heartbreaking, really, along with my shoes and everything else that I had in my pockets, which was really not a lot. But the mask and the armor stayed on. Haha, you thought you could get me. But then out of nowhere, someone would even call it divine intervention. An amazing, cool +1 greatsword. I pulled it from my chest like Iron Man. And got this really cool sword gifted to me by Godfather Wraith. But who knows?
Excellent. What does it look like?
So it's like kind of like, you know, like an obsidian arrowhead. I want the blade to be obsidian with then a thin line of like purple stained glass in the middle that runs down the blade.
Awesome. Yeah. You begin to take some of the bark off the tree, and you can add 2 servings of felsoul bark. For
all I
the
have
king's fruit, you can get 2 helpings of the king's fruit, and Adon with the kraken pods, you can have 2 servings of kraken pods.
Beautiful, thank you.
How many servings did you say, Stella, one more time?
2.
2, okay.
Samara, as you are looking around, you hear a faint sound carrying through the wind between the trees. You peer and you begin to quietly, gently make your way through, breaking away from the party, and you can see that there is a leafy green plant that seems to have sprung up in clusters. They have violet flowers. When you peer at them, you can see that the wind is blowing and it rattles the seeds inside, making a curious ringing sound. They're kind of like tiny bells. You know these to be fairy bells, and they have a legend that says that they ward away evil spirits. They are flowers.
I'm gonna pick them. As many as I can.
Okay. Do you want to spend as much time as you can to pick as many as you can?
You said they ward away evil, right?
That is the legend.
Okay. Then I will pick probably like 5 for each of us, if possible.
So as the group of you just start harvesting this woodland area here, you notice that Samara has broken off and is nowhere to be found.
I think Alaris, because she didn't really know that the tree was medicinal, so she didn't start shaving it immediately, probably would have noticed, or later on noticed that Samara was gone.
Okay, I would say if you weren't like really doing anything, you would have seen the direction Samara went.
Oh, okay, then Alaris probably would have tottered behind her a little bit, just to make
No,
sure she's
I
not
was
getting into
stealthing.
trouble. Okay.
There's a like tiefling-shaped bush, and Samara's right behind it, so you can't see her.
Where did Samara go? Samara!
Samara's just crouching like 2 inches shorter than usual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's gone from this to this, and they're like, "Oh my god, where'd she go?"
where'd she go? Guys, did you see where Samara went? What the fuck?
It's like a baby.
Where'd she
The
go?
whole group doesn't have object permanence. The second Samara's out of view,
At
I'm
all.
like, man, I miss Samara. Remember how she's gone and died? Because I can't see her right now.
Oh my god, no, you can't see me right
Oh
now.
wow, she's doing it. She's stealthing in real life, you guys. Oh my god.
Oh god.
I can't. I don't even have a clear image of her anymore.
What
God.
did she look like?
I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
You guys
What's
are doing
happening?
this to me.
Where?
I'm fading away because you don't believe anymore.
Clap your hands. I believe. I believe.
I believe. Oh, it worked! It worked!
Oh my god.
Wow, you
All right,
can't make
well-
this up.
No, you can't script that.
Wow.
Yes. So all of you gather your materials. Samara, you get 25 fairy bells.
Yeah.
And the path lays before you. As you continue along the road, you eventually find a spot to make camp. You can see that you are currently on a hill that overlooks a valley. The landscape here has several large steeping hills, and at the foot of these very hills, in the distance, you can see that there is a golden farmland stretching out for miles. A weather vane teeters on a spire as a low puff of chimney smoke rises from several buildings. So you can see that the town is beginning to dwindle down for the evening as the horizon begins to cascade into a shroud of colors, purples and oranges. You could press on if you wanted. You would probably be quite exhausted, or you can just continue on in the morning.
Dawn, remember
Make
what
it?
I said about sleep?
We can sleep when we get to the town. No.
We have to have dinner.
I think we should. Well, you know what?
We can make it. Look, it's right there.
I suppose.
And it's much better than sleeping out here tonight.
It's not really possible for Nell to make a meal on the go. But would a late dinner be opposed to anyone else?
I'll eat later.
Could survive until a late dinner.
Besides, it's all downhill now.
Right.
Easy.
Hell, we could just lay on our sides and roll down the hill.
Okay.
No, I was
Mara's
not being
already doing
serious.
it.
No, oh my god. Why do I speak? Why do I enable this band of crazy people?
You didn't enable it. You're just looking after the wrong person right now.
So
Laura,
Dawn
please.
starts rolling down the hill. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No,
Are you really?
Samara does.
no.
Wow,
I
I'm
want to.
halfway
I
down.
want to dig my feet into the dirt and start sliding down like I'm surfing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me acrobatics at advantage. Okay, that's a 12. Yeah, you start coasting down. Adon just goes whoosh, leaving everyone else literally in the dust. Start coughing.
Oh, Samara was rolling down before anybody said anything.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead and roll me acrobatics at disadvantage.
Dawn's just like over
I
here, like,
don't want to.
Do you want to use a blessing?
Yeah, I'll use a blessing.
Okay. That's 21 acrobatics. Tell me, like, what this looks like as you just kind of, like, just disappear because you're so fast.
So I guess Samara just, like, saw an opportunity. And while no one was paying attention, she just pretty much just started somersaulting down it. But then it eventually turned into, like, doing, like, flips and, like, cartwheels and everything all the way down until and she just sticks it like a gymnastic.
It's very impressive.
well, I'll be walking. What about you two ladies?
As fun as that looks, I think I'll probably stick to walking too. My chances are my swords will stab me while I'm rolling.
Probably. That's the smart thing to do. Look at us,
Lots of
3 smart people.
jars in my bag.
Yes.
I'd rather not crush.
Can I see if things just went flying out of Samara's pockets on the way down?
Samara, roll me a 1d20.
No, I don't want to. How do I type this in? I'm just gonna do physical.
Yeah, go ahead and do physical.
God.
Just don't roll
Rolled a
1.
19.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, nice.
No, you see that there are definitely clumps of, like, grass that have been kicked up from where her heels have dug in, but she has more or less landed composed throughout, even her equipment.
Made a
Her
deal
outfit
with some
seems like
demon.
even, like, you know, the lines are even sharper and it's like dry cleaning on the fly or something.
That's not
Yeah.
right. That's not right. I don't understand.
That's black magic.
Alright, let's go to town.
Suddenly it dawns on you why she's the favorite.
They don't know. It was in my dream.
Oh yeah, it's true. Y'all don't know. Okay, as the group of you eventually...
That's why your girlfriend was killed, right? It's because you're the favorite.
As the group of you eventually come together and approach Cragwatch, you can see that there is a watch post. There's a small, thin man in faded robes speaking to a guard. As the guard kind of leans away and looks towards the group of you, the thin man turns his attention towards the group and appears to perk up, and he begins dashing towards you. Hello! Hello! Adventurers, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No,
Nell
I'm a
just kind of
chef.
goes, yes?
They are?
I'm just gonna be like, yes.
Oh, you are exactly what we need. There's a situation afoot. A breast. A wing? Yes, one of those. Excellent. My name is Timarel Font. He appears to be a half-elf man.
What's the situations?
You look very tired. I think I saw one of you rolling down the hill. I wasn't exactly sure. It's quite dark. But why don't you join me? And he gestures further into the village. There is a tavern. It appears to be a 2-story inn of grubby sandstone. You see there are brightly colored vines creeping over the surface. It appears to be quite humble in appearance. This is the Blue Heart Inn. Let me help you to a round of drinks.
Do you have a menu? Is the kitchen open still? Or,
You see him, like, pat his pockets. I don't have a menu on me. It's not really my establishment, but they probably do, yes.
Have you eaten here before? How's the food quality?
Oh yes, it's excellent. Bordie. B-O-R-D-I-E.
I thought you were
Bordy.
describing the
Now.
food.
It's Bordy.
Is that like you're just tired and meh, or is it like cardboard board?
Yeah.
Thinking.
Bordie is an excellent cook. I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like on the menu.
Oh, exciting.
And he turns
I'll see for a few minutes.
to the guard and says, "See, I told you, no problem. I knew that someone would come and be helpful. Maybe I just realized you didn't agree to helping me
Yeah,
quite
we
yet.
haven't said a damn thing, really.
Anyway, please follow me." And he begins to lead you towards the Blue Heart Inn.
We're in. Got it.
I'm blue.
You are blue. Your heart blue?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Wow, you're going buck wild tonight.
He talks as you walk further into Cragwatch. You can see that a lot of the establishments are closing down for the evening. You see the bakery is beginning to shutter its door and windows, and people are pulling carts out of the streets. A few weeks ago, Ivana Detrix. Copy paste.
A lot of names being thrown around right now.
I know. I'm writing them.
It's
all
almost
down.
as if someone wrote this module and we're playing
Yeah,
something
almost.
pre-made. She is a ranger devoted to Fenmaral Mesterin.
Oh,
God.
no! Repeat.
No! Stop!
Ranger.
This is all of these names are bouncing off of Avalon's mask. She's just like boing, boing.
Who's she devoted to? What was that?
Fenmaral Mesterin. Go ahead and everyone roll me a history check.
Oh yeah, I love history.
I love his.
Hey, I'm
Don't
smart.
hate it today.
Oh,
Wow,
Wow.
Avalon rolled
you have a -1?
Shut up.
Avalon
shut
rolled
up.
a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Wow.
I'm a lady of extremes. What can I say?
Easter family, baby.
Okay, Avalon is a nat 20 19, Alaris 16, Adon 19, Nell 21, Samara 10. Samara, you're not sure who this is. Everyone else, you know that Fenmaral Mesterin is an elven god known as a Seldarine.
Do we know the alignment of this god?
Yeah. Hold on.
Google.
Let's see. Chaotic neutral.
Ooh.
He has a reputation of being a protector of isolation, known to have a sullen and withdrawn demeanor. The holy symbol of this god is 2 peering eyes, and the domains that are most prominent are nature and trickery.
Ooh,
Not
fun.
suspicious at all.
Just
So they're kind of a protector sort.
spooky eyes.
Yeah. Definitely not a mainstream religion.
Like an
especially
indie
this-
underground religion.
Yeah.
It's
Probably haven't heard of them.
religion.
I bet they have cool merch.
Yeah, like I saw them one time in the garage of a skateboarding building. It was really cool.
I saw him in the basement of my friend's
Avalon, I
house.
didn't know you
So.
skateboarded.
An altercation occurred in the forest, and Ivana was injured by a harpy.
Oh.
He's here. Okay.
Ivana went to the high priest Farron over at the temple for Fenmaral Mesterin. And a few days later, some attacks began at Fairlight Farm.
More harpies?
Yes,
Oh, great.
they have previously been an occasional menace, but there have never really been any serious injuries, so the sudden influx of activity is quite strange, and we would like you to investigate. And he holds the door open, And you can see that there is a warm fire currently being stoked, and it appears to be quite barren inside of the Blue Heart. There are not very many patrons. You do see that off towards the side there is a bard that sits forlornly at the sill of the main window, and there's a large bottle of wine next to her, and she's currently playing her flute. A dozen small tables are scattered throughout the establishment. Behind the bar, you see a shaven-headed, rosy-cheeked elf who is stacking ale barrels. Yes, she's hot, before you ask.
Everybody's hot. I can't contain myself.
Avalon's gonna dice roll walk right over to that fire. Just be like, that's where I'm going. I'm resting my weary bones.
There's a single chair in front of the fire, and it's like illuminated, all like brooding like. It's perfect.
Bitch. Made for me.
And there's a stool where you can put your feet up.
My big feet. This
Yeah,
is where I belong. You guys all age me like maybe 30 years just by hanging out. So now I have to go sit like an old man by the fire, so.
As Avalon drops into the seat, it groans incomplete. She puts her feet up, and little soddy clumps of dirt and grass just kind of fling off of her boots and makes a little bit of a mess. But Avalon looks very comfortable.
I'm gonna go buy everybody around it drinks or whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I'll just plop Avalon's in her hand, or if there's a table nearby.
There's just like
I'll
a small
plop it
table next to her.
What'd you get me here, Samara?
I don't know. What are my options, DM?
Your options, as you go up to the bar, she shows you a menu. She slides it forward. You can see that there are a variety of things. There's mead, ale, juice. There's milk, wine. Your heart's content.
Oh my god.
Depends on how much you want to pay.
I'll probably get an ale for myself, an Avalon. If I remember correctly, Alaris got like a mead last time. I can't really remember. Let's just say I got everybody respective things, so I don't know.
Y'all have been traveling for a while, so you know what each other likes.
This is juice, right? There's no
Yes.
alcohol.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes, I do not drink.
Nell can't decide. It's gonna depend on what I eat to pair it with, because if I get the wrong drink, then the food's gonna taste all.
You want a little bit of everything?
Yes.
I'll get her a little cup of everything.
Like little sample sizes.
Yeah.
Bordy Nylan, the innkeeper here, seems more than happy to accommodate. Pulls out these suspiciously tiny cups and just lines them up perfectly for you, and just pours a little bit of everything, slides it forward. It's like a whole flight.
Just shot glasses of every drink.
Like
I don't know, I guess you'll have to ask.
Line up. Now, is your kitchen still open? Because it's gonna affect my decision ultimately.
It is closing down for the evening. I only have a few options left. I have a roast, some lamb shank, and I have a potato pie. I have a carrot stew, and I also have a number of breads, but they were baked in the morning, so they might not be as fresh.
Oh, that's okay. Do you have a fire stoked? We can toast some of the bread and make them nice and crispy, and then they won't taste like morning bread.
Oh, that is clever. Yes, I have just the thing. And she begins to head off into the kitchen after taking your order.
You see now, those friends in the tavern, they're cooks. You are a chef.
Well, they are chefs as well.
I feel like you have such an elevated mind for cooking.
Well, I've traveled, but I'm happy to share with everyone. I've gone to taverns like this and have gotten a lot of recipes that I now use quite a lot. So I wouldn't say I'm any better than the rest.
Well, I think what she's trying to say is that we've never quite met anybody else that turns blue when they eat nice things. So maybe you just are a little bit more inclined to the food, the culinary realm.
And the flowers.
And the flowers.
Well, I do like to.
Oh, and the eating
try
metal.
new-
The eating metal. That is that I feel like that also.
Yeah.
metal.
Maybe
But
means
I remember
something.
it being like a cookie. How strange.
Yeah, as the group of you are having this discussion, you kind of dawns on you, hey, I believe mortals can't really do that. What? They can't just eat bracelets. And that was definitely not a cookie. You tried everything, Adon, to get that bracelet off of Avalon, and it just
Yeah.
wouldn't budge. But somehow Nell's teeth just went through it like butter.
Well, you know how circus folk are. I've seen sword swallowers. That's metal, right?
Well, they don't actually swallow them, right? They like retract up the swords.
What?
I would hope.
I
that
thought it was a
they
little
don't.
mechanism in the hilt.
What?
Is that how those work?
Have I been lied to this entire time?
But you thought that
Well, I
they
just
swallowed
assumed
them.
they couldn't swallow them. I could probably make a retractable sword right now. You know, it can't be that hard.
Now, did you have any sword swallowers in your little circus friend party group?
Yeah, they're a staple with the circus. Of course, everyone loves sword swallowers, especially when they're on fire and stuff, and they put it in
See?
their mouth and you take it out and there's no fire anymore.
Oh my god.
See, there's no fire anymore because it goes back into the hilt.
What are you talking about?
You see the bard by the window just kind of strum a lute that they've produced out of nowhere, because I just remember they have a flute, but they strum a lute and they're like, so you're the type that ruins magic. I see.
Magic. This is machinery.
The magic of
God.
illusion.
Oh,
Oh my
well,
god.
if you
Magic
could call that
machinery.
magic, then I guess.
Are you trying to say something? What's going on?
I
Avalon's gonna
think she's
stand
just
up.
interested in the science that I'm talking about.
As Avalon stands up, this bard just kind of looks you up and down and says, nothing, just making an observation. Buzzkill.
Adon doesn't ruin anything. Frankly, what you're doing is ruining our conversation.
It's okay.
You're not even a
Michael.
part
I've been
of the
told
conversation.
I've been told I ruined things before. It's okay.
Avalon's gonna get really big, bitch. Talk about my little Adon like that, bitch.
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 They just kind of like look at you. Do you want a song?
I don't want anything. Just gonna turn around and sit back down.
Well, we could have a little tune, maybe without lyrics.
Yeah, shut up.
You see it very well. Just rolls her eyes and tring, tring.
She's gonna
A
look.
little off key.
She's gonna look
but-
like at at Adon, like right here. She'd be like, "You don't ruin anything."
Thank you. Some people just don't like, when I dig too far into the
Should've
magic of
rustle-
illusion.
She's
But,
gonna
I
rustle
just
the
want
crazy
to figure out
hair.
what it is.
She's gonna rustle the crazy hair. She's like, "All right," and sit back down. I already forgot what we were talking about. Why
anyways,
are we here again?
Mr. Funt. Mr. Funt, do you know where Ivana is currently, or is she's still alive? I assume.
Yes, she is currently at the temple for Fenmaral Mesterin. And he turns to the barkeep and says, Bordy, don't you have some more information about this bird problem? And she gestures over to the wall nearby, and there appears to be a piece of paper tacked on by a nail. It says, Harpy attacks. Harpies have breached Cragwatch for the first time in our history. No longer content to remain in the forest, these creatures defy the gods themselves. Defend yourself. The Harpy's unnatural voice will put even the strongest willed into a stupor. Keep your distance, keep covered and low.
You guys are really freaked out about this, huh? Are we gonna? I'm gonna turn to the group. Are we gonna take care of this, or
I feel like
are we
Harpy's
busy?
not a problem,
Uh,
right?
It seems like this is a very new problem, which is
probably
concerning
not
for them.
Right.
They wouldn't really be prepared for more.
I want to. If Alaris is close, I'm gonna whisper over to Alaris, not very subtly. I forgot to ask about payment. Do you think you could ask him about how I feel like I'm in no position to ask about payment right now.
Oh yeah, what's the reward for dealing with the harpy problem?
The half-elf man just kind of looks around.
Oh my god.
I don't
even
know.
Say it.
I just wanted to help point out the problem. Listen, the people over at Fairlight Farm are very, very kind. They are excellent people, and it is a travesty that this is happening. I just want to help, and I'm pointing you here. It's not really my job. Bordy, is there any kind of reward? And, she squints over at the paper, like, tears it off, turns it in her hand. I think the reward is 20 gold.
Is that decent?
Samara straight up.
All of us dead quiet at the mention of 20 gold.
Crickets. Like, we're just like Avalon's like, oh my god, I cannot believe.
Listen, putting my life on the line for 4 gold.
Life on the line? I mean, it's just some harpies.
I mean, they could
Just some
sneak up on
harpies.
you, okay?
Besides, we gotta search around the city safely anyways. We gotta find the key. So running into harpies wouldn't actually be the best idea. So maybe we should just take care of them so we can search the city without any interruption.
Right, if we're going over there anyways,
Yeah.
and if they want to be in our business, we're going to kill them anyways. Might as well get
Some
handful
money.
of harpy feathers, and also 20 gold.
So as the group of you are kind of discussing this in the background, the bard continues. She starts to tell a story, and anyone that's tuning in can tune in. If you're tuning her out, you don't have to hear it. But she says, long ago, a young woman in our forest nearby heard birdsong that moved her to tears. Following the sound, she met a handsome elf in a clearing who paused to appreciate its beauty. This was Fenmaral Mesterin, our reclusive god. His divine presence stole her heart, and he shortly vanished as if he were never there. Da-da-ding. She called for him, but he was nowhere to be found, and she despaired. The elven sky goddess took pity on the woman and taught her a song as enchanting as birds. Da-da-ding. When this failed to bring Fenmaral Mesterin back to her side, the woman cursed the gods, turning her divine gift into an unholy curse. Her beauty turned into a caution against willful blasphemy.
Blasphemy. I look over at Samara.
We're talking about blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
I mean, I thought we requested a song without lyrics, but that's...
I thought so too.
She starts
You
to
say
like...
that like out loud, just like that.
You hear like the discordant sounds of a lute just being dropped, right? She pulls out a drum and she just starts like banging on it really loudly. Adon.
Not very friendly for a bard, is she?
No.
Adon, as you had heard this story that she was telling, you get this familiar feeling of seeing two realities kind of overlapped over one another. For some reason, the way that she describes it, you're able to perfectly picture the story in your mind, and you can see shadows kind of overlaid it. You get the sense that there's something wrong with this story. Something supernatural within yourself is saying that this is perhaps not true.
Wait. I'll pick up the loot and hand it back to her.
Bang, 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 bang,
Just one
bang.
more time, please.
Can I use my thaumaturgy to change the appearance of my eyes to make them go jet black? And
Okay.
just glare at her.
And she just like stops her banging and looks over at you. She stops. What did you want?
Can you please play that song you just played again one more time, please?
2 silver.
Okay. And I'll hand her 2 silver.
She like yanks it and then she picks up her lute and she starts playing it again. So she says the story about how there's a young woman who fell in love with a god, etc.
I want to incite her while she's playing to see if she knows she's lying or if this is just the song that she knows.
Absolutely. Anybody that wants to insight her can do this. 22 from a Dawn.
Avalon's too busy, like, giving, like, Samara kudos. Like, nice, that was good intimidation. That was really good.
21 from Samara, 16 from Alaris. Yes, so everybody gets the same gut feeling that she is just telling a story. You get the sense that this might be rehearsed, it might be kind of practiced, and she doesn't have any kind of personal relationship to what she's saying. It's just a performance. You don't really get the sense of like, oh, I am purposefully being deceitful or anything like that. It's just basically repeating.
As the song is coming to a close, I'm gonna take out a gold and hand it to her. Where did you learn that song? Who taught you the song? Or where did you hear it?
Yes, I've been taught this from the priests of the temple for Fenmaral Mesterin.
Oh, the guy in the story. Okay.
Yes, Fenmaral Mesterin is an elven god.
Got it. Okay. Never mind. Thank you. And I'll scurry off.
She like shines the gold coin, then puts into her pocket. She starts gathering up her stuff, takes her big bottle of wine, just starts scurrying up the stairs.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up to Avalon and tug on her sleeve.
Ah!
I think we should go to the temple. I think there was something. I think we need to see Fenmar.
Do you look
it's going to be important.
Do you see me? Take a look at me.
Yes.
I'm full of blasphemous religious symbols. You want me to walk into another god's? It's okay.
It's okay. We'll talk to him.
Do you think
He seemed nice.
Like, what? We're just gonna go to his temple and talk to him? Like, that's not how we're talking to gods usually works.
I listen.
Well, it's not like
different.
it's not like we're mortals here, guys. Come on.
Hey, Nell's right here.
Okay. Well, that's a story for a different time. I don't think she's entirely mortal, but we can address that later.
What?
But it's not like we're just mortal. I mean, we've talked to gods before. It's not gonna be a big deal. I feel like it's gonna be important for our mission here.
Bordy is just standing there with a big tray of food, and she's like, I'm just gonna leave this here. If you need me, I'm gonna be cleaning up the kitchen. I'm right there.
Thank you, dear.
I'm gonna give Bordy a gold piece.
No, dear, thank you. That's totally
No.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll bring out some pie. She scurries away.
Oh my god.
She's coming after my heart.
You're so easily won over, Samara.
You know what?
All about the food.
What?
If you can feed me well, why wouldn't I be?
Why do you think we became friends? I just fed her.
It's not hard, okay?
You have the same ambition and fortitude as a raccoon.
Well, I had to feed Quickfoot, so I just also fed Samara. It was easy.
Was she also going through your garbage? Is that how you found her?
No, actually, it was the
Are you
other
just
way
trying to
around.
fight?
I needed to find a place to hide something, and I actually went through her garbage. So
You went through. Oh, this is weird. This is insane.
Nell's just like spreading some garlic butter that she had in her like bag over toast and just kind of like watching it play out. And just kind of...
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy again to just like kind of lengthen the fire, make it a little bit more powerful.
Oh yeah, you feel the warmth just wash over all of you. Nell, can I get a perception check from you?
Yes. I will use a blessing.
Okay, absolutely. Go ahead and use a blessing.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh.
that's an 11. Like you basically like, take out your butter and you're about to like put it back, and you see this tiny hand just kind of like reaching over trying to get into your bag. It's Quickfoot.
What do you want? No, I can get it. Okay, let's see. We got some beef jerky. Oh, that might be too tough for your teeth.
Just see him like sort of slide into view and just chittering. Starts trying to like crawl into your backpack.
I will fix you a plate. We've got here's some roast. She like starts like kind of like fixing him a plate while like trying to like move around him to like grab things in between that are like various condiments and stuff. And it's like, no. Say you're gonna here. Okay. Here. Now, if you want to be in my bag, just ask. I'll give you whatever you want. Okay? It's fine. Oh, we got some
Tell him
crackers. I can give that for later.
You see him kind of just like puff up, and he gets really excited, and he just curls up like literally on your boots, and he takes the food you've given him, and he just starts snacking away.
Yeah.
Does he
Gives
purr?
little head pats.
He chirps.
Ooh, he's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
So, are we gonna sleep and journey in the morning? Yes?
Yeah, I think that was the point
Yeah,
of
that's
making
probably
our way
best.
to town first before
Right.
we did anything else.
Correct.
But pie.
You're
Okay,
gonna
well, you
have
can eat your pie first
yeah.
and then go to bed. That's fine.
A pie.
I will not have pie. I will
Why?
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna retire before
Going
the pie
to
comes
retire.
out.
You
as
don't
well.
even sleep.
I have some studying to do, guys.
What?
You're
Hold
caught.
on
I
a
just feel
second.
like I gotta go up to the
I
room.
told you to sleep. Have you not been sleeping when I told you to sleep?
She just
I
sneaks over
have
to
been
our room.
sleeping. I have. Sometimes, most of the time. I slept like 3 days ago.
Avalon's just gonna stand up and start walking to her room.
I'm following her.
Okay, so pie gets distributed, rooms are set, and you manage to get 2 rooms that are next to each other. So they are separated by a wall, not across the hall. And there is 3 beds in one and 2 in the other.
Dope. I assume I'll be taking the 2-person one.
Yeah, no one wants to sleep in the same room with you, Dawn, if you're going to be up all night.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me and Avalon probably.
And I'm
Okay,
like an
cool.
absolute
She can sleep
bear.
through anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
Excellent.
Quickfoot's relatively attached to Nell at this point.
Oh yeah, Quickfoot's loyalties go wherever the food is,
Yeah.
honestly. Okay,
Wow, messed up.
that's how your security system was disabled last
Yeah.
just a platter. Biggest weakness. Yes. So, is there anything anyone would like to do as you wind down for the night and get the benefits of a long rest?
Yeah. When I get to the room, I'm gonna light my stinky incense, and I'm gonna meditate on what I saw earlier, and I'm gonna try to identify the woman in the vision, see if I can recall any other memories of her, or if I know anything else about her.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, as you sort of hone your senses and do this, you are able to see a very distinct face. You see that this woman has very sharp features and has these bright, unusually green eyes. But other than that, you aren't really able to divine anything from it other than something about this seems false. It seems fabricated. That much
I'm gonna
is certain.
sketch her face into my notebook, just so
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Okay, cool. And then I guess I'll go to sleep.
Anything else?
I guess I will try to find a way to press and preserve somewhat the fairy bells that I found today for Alaris, Dawn, and Avalon.
Okay.
And myself, actually.
But just not Nell.
Nell, I was thinking she could incorporate in her hair.
Really?
So I was gonna save those as they were for her.
Okay. Yeah. So Nell, Samara comes up to you with several violet flowers. You are able to identify these as fairy bells. Can I get a nature check from you? Okay. 17. You are able to remember that there is a legend about warding away evil spirits. And you don't really know exactly how, but you know that this legend is actually factually true to some degree.
These might be handy. What would you like me to do with them?
I mean, if you want, I could incorporate them in your hair how you have the other flowers.
So I would have to eat one?
You don't have to eat one. You can just put them in your hair.
That's how... Well, I'm sure we can kind of attach them. I maybe when I wake up in the morning, though, I wouldn't want to sleep on those. I
Wait.
don't know how they'll fare.
Question. Are you stating that you have to eat a flower for it to appear in your hair? Is that what just happened here?
That's how these appeared.
How many flowers did you eat?
What?
This one.
I mean, if you want to eat it, you can.
It's quite fun.
I'm like,
I can.
now I kind of want to eat one.
I don't think us eating them is going to do the same thing
Okay,
as Mel eating
I'll
them.
save it for tea.
Ooh.
That might be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
As the group of you are manipulating them, they jingle like little bells in your hands. Did you want to put them in your hair now? Either now or after you wake up.
Yeah, she'll kind of like put them on top of her bag, but then look at Quickfoot and then open her bag and put them in a jar and then on her bag.
Okay. Excellent. All right.
She'll put them in her hair in the morning.
Okay. So just to let you know, when you have them on, you will have a secret effect come into place while you have them in your hair, but you will also get disadvantage on stealth rolls because they literally jingle.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Cute though. You can never lose her.
No, I know. I gotta know where she is all the time.
Should put some on it a dawn.
Not a bad idea.
Just the one like on her hip. It's like.
The night winds down, and you hear the distinct cockle-doodle of a... I was about to say crow. Rooster.
It's our own world, okay?
Can you imagine?
It's a rooster crow. Yeah. It's just sitting right outside the window.
I'm gonna draw that.
Yeah.
And you smell breakfast. And as you look out of your windows, you can see that the town is waking up. You see the same tendrils of smoke rising over the weather vanes and carts being rolled out. You hear the distinct doo-doo-doo downstairs of the bard.
Is there a place where I can bathe?
Yes. As you go down to ask, Bordy shows you where the bathroom is and says, I can absolutely get the water drawn for you if you like. It'll
Yes,
be
please.
10 copper.
Yes, here. Go on.
Okay. And you have a hot bath. There are a number of scented, not flavored, soaps and oils as well. And yeah, you
Me
get
and
to...
Lush eating the soap like cheese.
Yeah.
God.
God.
Well, yes. I want to do my bath time things, like cleaning myself.
What other bath
That's
time
it?
things do you
No.
have, Avalon?
Sleeping, sleeping,
Sleeping in the
drinking.
bath.
Handstands.
In the bath.
In the bath.
Somersaults.
Everything's in the bath.
In the bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literature.
Nice.
That's I want to bathe. I want to bathe before I go in a temple. I'm not going in a temple all dirty, gross, nasty.
Yeah, when
Like
Avalon
some of
comes
y'all.
out, you all realize, oh, you're kind of stinky. And Avalon is not. Especially because y'all were romping around in a circus and were traveling for quite some time. You went up a mountain, found a comet dog, and then you basically didn't bathe for like the last 4 days.
Who bathes?
Adonis rubbing off on us.
Oh gosh, literally, she's probably causing
Really?
some dirt.
I can't bathe. It just turns into mud. I'm like a
What?
chinchilla. I only take sand baths.
Like a
Go roll around in the sand in the back.
Oh, I suppose that's not a terrible idea. Do they have more than one bath here? Or do we have to wait till Avalon finishes? Oh, Avalon, I'll join you in the bath.
Group bath!
No! Get out of here. Shoo.
I'm not actually gonna do that.
Well, I guess I'll go roll around in the sand. Go take a sand bath.
Take a sand bath.
Oh my god.
You take
Okay.
a sand bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a sand bath.
Take a sand bath.
Adon, you find a nice little patch of sand. It's like right in the center of the town square.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll roll around in the sand, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I
Center
love
of
to
the
think like
town.
I love to think Avalon comes out of her bath and sees that Adon is gone. It's like, oh, where's Adon at? Oh, she's rolling around in a dirt patch in the middle of town.
I thought your bath was a great idea, so she went and had her bath time doing weird stuff and also bathing.
Yeah, you look out the window, you can see that Adon is rolling around, and also Quickfoot is copying her.
Oh no.
People are walking by, nobody comments, nobody really stares, they just kind of move along.
We're vibing.
You
I
can
think
look
she's
after
afraid of
Quickfoot for a little
water.
while.
Personally, I think she's afraid to get in the water. I think she'd dissolve like a dirt clump would just like dissolve into sand.
It would be like when you get Quickfoot wet and he loses like 10,000 sizes.
She'd be like
She
a
would just
little
be like a little-
pile of mud. It'd be crazy. So are you all gonna possibly?
Yeah,
Yes.
should probably bath.
Maybe should probably.
Adon, as you're sort of like rolling around, you know, up and down, around, pivoting, you do see that there are signs that point in the direction of the temple, so you are aware of where to go for when you rejoin the
Perfect.
group. And yeah, so the rooms for bathing are made available to everyone that wants to. 40 is quite accommodating.
I'm gonna also do somersaults and cartwheels in my bath.
Yes.
Bath things.
Yeah, so like, I imagine not all of you go at the same time, so some of you downstairs, you occasionally hear like the thunk, 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 just coming through the roof, and you're not quite sure what's going on.
Love it.
Nell would have been helping Bordy in the kitchen and stuff like that while she's waiting for bath time.
Oh, Bordy loves it. Bordy invites you, shows you where everything is, and even asks you for a few pieces of advice. She's like, oh, all of these recipes were passed down in my family, and these are the only things that I know how to make. Do you have any ideas on how to spice up this breakfast spinach bake?
Spices.
Well, let's see. Can you make flatbread?
What, like, make bread flat on purpose?
Yeah. That's like rollable. And then we can put the spinach bake insides,
Uh-huh.
and then you roll it.
Can you show me?
Yeah.
And then you do so, and her mind is blown. I'm gonna call this the Nell special.
Oh, it's just a
So
breakfast
sweet.
burrito. But I would love to copy your family's recipes down. Is that okay? I can share some of my family recipes.
yes.
with that
Absolutely.
recipe for
I
recipe.
am well known for my cinnamon spice tea. And yeah, y'all swap recipes, and you now unlock cinnamon spice tea. You just see achievement unlocked across the screen.
Your
Yeah.
cooking level went up.
Y'all hear some random like coming from the kitchen.
Avalon just screams. I'm afraid of bards now, after that really mean one.
Don't worry, Samara will protect you.
As soon as my bath is done, we'll come back into the tavern. dusting my clothes off. You know, my shirt's not so white anymore.
Just
Was it
put
ever?
like a rug.
No, it was
Dust
never.
off.
Since you met me, you can tell that it was a white shirt at one point, but it has just been brown for God knows how long.
It's just a nice beige now. Just
Yeah.
think of it that way.
Very textured.
But I don't smell. I don't smell anymore. I'm
Smell.
fine.
The sand absorbed the smell.
So
Yeah.
Adon points out where the temple is, and after all of y'all wash up, get fed, get dressed, you make your way towards the temple of Fenmaral Mesterin. You can see that it is an ornate wooden structure carved with leaves, vines, and forest creatures. And as you enter, you see that there is a small chamber to the side of a large hall. And there are open fire pits where there are offerings of herbs and scrolls burning. You see that there is a well-dressed man on the far side who appears to be the high priest. You can see that there is quite an elaborate display of vines sort of incorporated in his outfit, where the others that are also at this temple seem to be more plainly dressed. And he is a thin, pale elf showing signs of age. There are 4 other priests, and they're all wearing different symbols, which appear to be kind of similar. And you will know, those of you who are aware, I think, who was the only one that wasn't aware? Was this Samara? Okay. You know that they are different symbols of the Seldarine, the elven gods. They currently seem to be doing a morning ritual.
I assume we should wait for the ritual to be over before trying to talk to any of them. Is that rude?
Are they
We just
facing
go up now.
towards us or away from us?
They're kind of like in a circle.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
We
interrupt
should
that.
wait, shouldn't we?
I'm sweating.
No.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
I'll
Tony!
Hey, Tony! Y'all doing the morning ritual? Hey!
I won't interrupt them, but I'll stand close enough to their ritual so that they're aware of my presence. But I won't interrupt them.
I'm gonna try and hear what they're saying
Okay.
without being right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right there.
So they begin to chant, and it is in Sylvan. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
I speak Sylvan.
Okay.
Right?
You see, or you hear that this is a ritual of protection, and they are basically doing a tribute to the Seldarine gods. And speaking of the seasons, the elements, please look over our flock, that sort of thing. And eventually comes to a close. The 4 other priests leave, and the high priest approaches you. Hello, welcome to the temple of Fenmaral Mesterin.
Hi. Hi, Mr. High Priest. We're the adventurers here for the harpy problem.
Ah, yes. Please come in. Can I get you any refreshments?
I'm
What do you
thank
got?
you.
He begins to pour what is essentially like a sun tea, and it's very fruity and warm, and has like bits of leaves and other herbs floating in it. And he distributes it, and he has a warmness about him. My name is High Priest Farron.
First, middle, and last name. I feel like if you have a name like that, you know, you got one job to do in life, huh? Imagine being called High Priest and then being accountant. Ha,
Ugh,
that'd be weird.
tough.
He
I'll be here all week,
basically
you guys.
I'm gonna give
repeats.
Avalon a little elbow.
She doesn't feel it through her big armor.
I don't know.
Just
Did
enough
you
to like
sneeze?
move her a little
She
bit.
gets jostled, yeah.
What? What do you want? What? Did I miss something?
Can you just shut your mouth for a minute?
What are you talking about? Have I been talking out loud this whole time?
Yes.
And I was just like,
Oh.
Sorry.
He basically repeats the same thing that Tamaral Funt had said, that the ranger that sort of patrols the area, makes sure that Cragwatch is safe, was injured and had an altercation with the Harpies, and tells you that there was a disagreement of some kind, and ever since then, the Harpies seem to have been perhaps raising terror, threatening the village, and they just want to be careful. He tells you that the temple put up all of these notices, such as the one that you saw in the tavern itself.
When was the last attack specifically? Do you know?
It was a few days ago at Fairlight Farm.
Yeah, of course, I keep forgetting that. Well, I think we'll be taking this job, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a
Anything
meager
else we should
20
know?
gold, but it would be of great service to our people. We want to make sure everyone is safe.
Of course. It's no issue. We were in town anyways. I have another question that's kind of a little bit separate from the Harpies. It has more to do with Fenmore himself. I'm gonna describe the story that the bard told, and I'm gonna show him the sketch I have of the woman. Does this story mean anything to you?
As you're telling the story, he kind of does like a knowing nod, like instantly recognizes it, and you get the sense that he's probably the one who has repeated it over and over again, and probably from where the bard learned. When you show the picture, he seems to kind of seize up a little bit. His eyes get a little wide. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Oh. Yeah. I do an insight check.
Yeah, absolutely. Insight check. That's a 9 from Adon.
No, wait, blessing.
Okay, blessing from
baby.
Adon.
Blessing.
I got you.
19.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh shit.
Okay.
19 and then that 20.
Yes, 26 from Samara, 19 from Adon. Both of you hone in, snap immediately. He recognizes who this is. And he says, "No, I don't know who that is." And you know he is lying.
Are you sure?
Oh, really? Actually, because we had a bit of a discussion with a bard, and she said that you might know exactly what happened to this woman. So, if you want your harpy problem figured out, I just need to know all the information. You know, I feel like all this is somehow tied into the god, and I feel like I gotta figure it out first.
He kind of like does that thing where he like turns away from you, and he's like using the excuse of like picking up the cups and like pouring more and just reorganizing stuff, not making eye contact with you anymore. And he literally repeats the song verbatim to you. That is all I know.
The sweat on your brow begs to differ.
No, it is quite a warm day, you know, and the sun is
I'm
literally beating down on us.
It's 8 in the
We're
morning.
inside.
And we're inside.
Oh, there is an open, like, ceiling here.
Oh.
He's like, "Oh, my robes are quite heavy, and I'm getting old. I don't have great temperature regulation anymore."
Menopause.
With all due respect, Mr. High Priest, please stop bullshitting me. I need to know what's going on.
I think you should go take care of the problem, or leave Cragwatch.
Oh boy. Alright, Adon. Alright.
Avalon, I don't know what's going on yet.
Right,
need
I
the
think-
information.
Right,
This is really gonna bug me.
I know.
please.
I promise that I'm sure we'll find something, but I don't think we're gonna get it here.
Fine. And then I leave, but I'm visibly upset.
Okay.
Before I turn away, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy again to make my eyes go black.
Okay. The high priest kind of like stares at you, backs up, stutters, like drops a cup, it shatters, just sort of points at you.
Give him a little wink. And then back to normal.
Get out.
Give this guy nightmares.
You start
As we're
sweating
walking
visibly.
out, she's gonna be like,
As
Hecate
we-
bless you. Let's go.
Blessings be with you.
Go, go, go.
As we walk, I'm gonna talk Avalon's ear off. Like, no, I need you to talk to him. I need to know. Something is just not right here. I don't think that harpies are the only issue.
Right, and Don, we can come back to this, okay? We can. I got a really good look at that bard. I could probably honestly go in there as her and just like spook him out a little bit. It's fine.
Oh, that's right, you do that. I was like, huh? Well,
Got your back.
I'll
Don.
show her the picture. I'll show Alaris the picture of the girl. Can you go in? It's her?
Yeah, I got a really good look at her last night. I could probably.
The girl in
Lady.
the girl in the sketch.
Yeah, that's the bard, right?
No.
it's not.
Who's the girl in the sketch?
She's the lady that the bard sang about.
Oh wow, you drew that from what the lady was singing? Damn, girl, you a good artist.
Adon's regular art when she's trying to draw on her own is very subpar. It looks like a 4-year-old, but this was like a vision drawing, so it's actually very photorealistic.
I imagine
No,
like
I can
Alice
only-
from Twilight.
Yeah,
The
I can only turn
ballet.
into people I've seen. I can't. That's not. I have to see the whole person.
you try, but could you try? What if you tried?
Oh God, I don't
Can
know.
you see what that looks like? I'm out of curiosity, you know.
I would say Adon, you would have seen like just more than her face. You would have seen like the whole image.
Yeah.
So you would have been able to like sketch out like a body if you wanted to.
Okay, cool.
So would you turn into like a drawing of a person, Alaris, or would you turn into like just some horrifying creature, some subhuman type of like, like you're this image, but something's wrong, something's off.
Please,
you know,
Alaris, please.
I haven't tried turning into somebody I've
You
never
turn into me?
seen before. I could turn into
You can see her right here. She's right here.
Okay, yeah, but it's different than like seeing. Like I could turn into you. Because I can, like, I've seen you physically, your whole body, the whole 360 of you, I've seen you.
She's checked you out.
I turn around the page, and on the other side is the back of the woman.
Just like T-pose.
Yeah, like a scientific diagram.
She's got the flash drive of the 3D model of this woman. All right, she's got it all.
No, I'm like pretty sure I can't try that.
Okay,
I mean, I
can you
try, but I don't
post
think
it
would work.
into
Yeah.
Shape Changer? As an action, you can change your appearance and your voice. You can determine the specifics of the changes, including blah blah blah. You can adjust your height. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race. You can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen, and you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs.
No
Can't
bugs.
duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen. You know what? I think it'll be interesting. We're just gonna go ahead and say you can do that.
Oh, okay.
It'll be
Well,
wild.
we can
Have some
try.
fun
So-
with
So
it.
excited.
Is the drawing black and white?
So
That's probably a
I
pencil.
only have access to green ink, so it's black, white, and green.
So, like, we'll make some house rules, like, on the spot right here. So what we're going to say is you can do this. However, that is a factor. You don't know what color eyes they are. Someone can say green. There's so many different shades of green, right? So
Right.
if you're trying to impersonate the picture of someone and someone, like, knows this person really well and you're trying to pass it off, there might be those subtle differences that you just don't capture, right? Unless you've seen someone in person.
Yeah. No, it makes
So,
total sense.
the subtleties you won't be able to capture, but the general, yes. I'll say it's
This was
fine.
Hilarious. All right, Adon, describe what you saw to me in great detail, and I will do the best that I can.
I describe what I saw to her in great detail, and I show her the picture, and I hand her the picture. So, Alaris, her story, you heard the bard's story, but once you change into her, I think you need to go up to the high priest and just demand to speak to Fenmore. That was her whole shtick, right? I mean, he's gotta he's got to acknowledge that he knows you once you do that. I think.
I'm a little worried that might get you killed. I'll say it.
Oh, it's fine. What is he gonna do? He looks ancient.
Oh, you guys will be out here. They won't, like, what is he gonna do immediately to kill me? Like,
Right.
you're right here.
He's gonna hobble over with his walking
Hey,
stick.
I'm
Come
just
on.
gonna say, I'm just
Yeah, you said
worried.
he's old.
That's all.
Like, he can't even temperature regulate right now, guys. I don't think I've got I don't think there's any danger here.
I'm not crazy in this, right? Like, this is concerning.
Oh, this is really
He,
important.
vulnerable to weapon attacks, but like he might have magic, and there was the other priest there, the gang up on.
Thank you.
If Hecate's high priestess started lying to followers or to people who visit their temple looking for information, what would you do? You know, we have to. It's not something that he can just get away with.
Right, but the
And
problem
I think this is really important and ties directly into the god.
It's not our god.
It's our business because we accepted the job.
Well, we accepted harpies.
Yes, we did accept harpies. I didn't accept.
What if we go talk to this ranger lady? Like, she's somebody that had an altercation with one of the harpies, right? This guy said something about something going on between her and a harpy, so
Right.
maybe she knows what's going on with the harpies. We can come back to this. We could get it while he's sleeping. I would be happy to just like sneak my way in there and just
What's
like
your voice?
appear.
We are out in the open. Hilarious.
Like, I like this idea. We should definitely do this at some point in time, but maybe we should put in a pin in it for right at this particular moment.
I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Unless he, like, keels over and dies because he's so old.
That'd be funny.
But then I'd never know what this means. Let's hurry. Let's just hurry, okay?
Some things are mysteries, Adon.
So
He's the
you,
only one who knows.
yeah. So you don't know where Ivana is, but there have been multiple mentions of Fairlight Farm, and
Yeah.
you can see that there's a sign that conveniently points Fairlight Farm to be on the edge of Cragwatch.
Let's go farming. At the farm.
Perfect.
Let's go kill some harpies. Get 20 gold.
As the group of you begin to make your way over there, you can see that Fairlight Farm has one large, squat farmhouse with a number of small barns and outbuildings. There are chickens and goats scattered throughout the yard as you approach the front door. As you knock on it, the door swings open and you see a short human. And she has rosy cheeks. She says, "Hello. What can I help you with?"
We're here to take care of the harpy situation. We were just hoping to get some information.
Oh, the harpies. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I've been trying to communicate to everyone that this is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh. Do you care to elaborate?
Yes, please come in. And she invites you into her home. My name is Ina. I am a farmer here. I own Fairlight Farm.
Cute.
Yes. So I don't know exactly what happened to Ivana, but Ivana did go and say that the harpies attacked my farm, and that isn't necessarily true. She appears to be quite shaken as she tells you all of this. The harpies spoke to me. They came, yes, that's true, but they wanted to speak of peace and come to an agreement. Ivana had appeared and she had been attacked a few days before, so I understand that she was upset and she tried to fight them off. They scattered. It wasn't an attack. I'm trying to tell everyone, but Ivana is quite loud and it seems that the temple is very keen on taking to this.
Temple does seem to have its secrets. Agreements of what exactly?
It seems to be some kind of misunderstanding. The harpies don't want to hurt anyone. They just want to live in peace in the forest. It is undoubtedly beyond their control to keep anyone from entering the forest. We do have traders that need to go through, and even our carts as well have to pass our way. But there's no reason for us to raise arms against them.
See, this is quite a turn of events.
I'll insight check her when she's telling her story, just to see if she believes in what she's saying.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Anybody can insight. So that's a 10 from Adon.
Oh. Looks good to me.
Oh, me too.
She passes my club.
15 from Avalon, 23 from Samara. Yeah, she seems very eager to try to tell you all of this. It seems earnest.
Well, do you know where these harpies are?
Yes, and she opens the window and gestures off to the east. The forest does lead up into the mountains, so it is going to be a bit of a trek if you want to investigate. But I don't know what I can do. No one seems keen to listen to me. I keep telling them I own the farm, I was there, but I don't really go into town very often, and Ivana and the temple have a stronger relationship with the other people.
Well, I'd say we are more than fit for trekking such a journey. And if you need aid in brokering peace, they were only going to pay us 20 gold to go kill those harpies, so it's not like we were set on by any kind of otherworldly means. But if what you're saying is true, then we really have no reason to kill these harpies, do we, friends?
No.
Oh, thank the gods. I'm so happy and pleased that someone has reason. But the forest
this
is
group
not
is full of reason.
Ah,
She gestures
That's what
towards
we're known for.
yes.
Maybe we should go talk to Ivana first. Do you know where she is?
I do not, sadly.
It's alright. Then maybe not.
Does she have like a house or something that maybe like she would be
She
at?
does live in the temple. Her duties do require her to trek throughout the realm nearby, so it's possible she went into the forest.
Oh, great.
She seems to have some sort of vendetta against the harpies.
Well, all signs point to forest. I guess we should get going.
Maybe we'll find more mushrooms.
Yeah, let's go.
But
Okay.
also, is there a way to denote to the harpies that we're friendly? That we also want to talk peacefully with them?
We could probably just tell them.
Well,
We're friendly.
Well, that's, providing they give us the opportunity,
Right.
considering they're expecting probably people from the temple to come in angry.
well,
So do you propose like an offering or something like that?
she
A
like
white flag?
she has like a big floppy straw hat. She like takes it off and holds it out to you. She says, "Maybe they might think you are me. They obviously wanted to speak to me, but did not get the chance."
So who's wearing the hat?
It's closest in height. You said she was small, right?
She's not like tiny. She's a human. She's just like maybe like 5'1", 5'2".
So me or
That's
Dawn then.
me or yeah.
I mean, I could be her if we really wanted to.
Change your
Oh!
Yeah. It's all you, dude.
All
Changeling.
Alaris.
That's a thing I can do. So
Did you know any of their names? Anything that would... Because I have a feeling, if I recall in our conversation, you said they came and it was Ivana who attacked them, correct?
So I don't really know what happened in the forest.
Okay.
Ivana says she was attacked, she ran away, and a few days later they came here to speak to me, and Ivana was here, and she fought them off.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure this whole group is loud enough. If our first line of defense doesn't go as planned, that we just want to talk. And if that doesn't work, then we have Plan B. That's what I call my sword now.
Figure it out.
Plan B? I thought it had a much fancier name than that.
I can't think of anything cool right now. It'll come to me. Its nickname will be Plan B from now on.
Got it.
Okay.
Ina just kind of like looks awkwardly between the group of you holding this giant hat.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay.
should we go?
Yes, we'll bring this back. I'm sure you'd like it again one day.
It's my favorite hat.
Oh,
But this
well,
is
thank you for
important to
loaning
me.
it to us.
Okay, Alaris puts the hat on.
We'll take really good care of the hat.
Thank you. Well, of course, I'm more concerned about you. Like, of course, don't put yourself
we're
in harm's
fine.
way. Okay,
We're fine.
okay,
It's
thank
okay.
you. Good luck.
Thank you. Let's get going.
Okay, as the group
East.
begins to make their way up the mountain into the forest, I think this is a good time for us to take a quick break. We will be back in 5 minutes. Please don't. Well, no. I would like you to also take a break. Grab a snack, do a drink, have a stretch. We'll be right back. Bye. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. So as the group of you begin to make your way into the forest, the ascent is harsh. Pine needles scatter and make your footing uncertain. Large boulders line the ascent, and the route slowly takes off as the well-trodden pathways of rangers and into the wilds of the forest here. Could I get a dexterity saving throw from everybody?
Yeah.
12 from Alaris, 15 from Nell, Avalon with a 4, and we have Adon with a 16.
I haven't done it.
Yep.
I suck.
Samara with
job.
a 7. Okay, so
Yeah.
as the group of you are going up, we do see Avalon and Samara struggling. Perhaps it's their heavier armor. The pine needles just make you slip quite a bit. And whoop, you eat dirt.
I love to imagine like Samara falls and Avalon's like and then falls immediately right after.
And I'll do the same exact thing. I'm gonna
So
throw a
silly.
pine cone at everybody else in front of us.
I ignore them falling and keep walking.
I'm just gonna keep throwing pine cones. Like,
No,
just like tossing them.
Are you okay? Do you need any help? Scraping knee?
Do
We're good.
you want
Oh, yeah.
to
Hold up.
right?
I guess now that we're in the forest, I'll turn into Ina.
Okay. You
Oh my god,
turn.
who are you?
This was the plan. We talked about this.
That is so cool. That is
Yeah,
so
before you
cool.
is a perfect replication of Ina the farmer that you had just left behind at Fairlight Farm.
Tee-hee, ooh-woo.
Is it like a? I'm so sorry, Alaris, but Adon is going to reach out and try to touch your face.
Okay.
Up to you if you
Okay.
allow her.
She kind of expects it, honestly.
What are you gonna do?
Fascinating. I'm just gonna kind of like I'm gonna rub her cheek a little bit, see if it like rubs off, if it's just like a magic thing you put on.
Adon manners.
Sorry. Can I please touch your cheek?
I mean, you already
You say as you're touching her cheek.
Yeah.
Can I touch
You may
it?
continue to touch the cheek if you
Thank
wish.
you.
I know we're not going to get through this until you do, so.
As we continue walking, I'm going to question her nonstop and completely ignore my surroundings.
Super.
Yeah, so like, it's not an illusion spell whatsoever. It absolutely is flesh. Total transformation here. As Samara and Avalon are on the ground, could I get perception checks from the two of you?
God.
It's a 5 from Avalon, a 23 from
Got you.
Samara. Samara, you see a tiny little purple
Dancer?
creature tugging at Avalon's pockets.
Keep it. I'm gonna like kind of like push it away from Pocket, but I'm gonna. Is it like small enough for me to just grab it with my hand?
You can try to grab it if you want. Go ahead and roll me a dex saving throw.
Are you trying to pickpocket me? What's going on?
No. Don't worry about it. You said Dex saving throw.
You can do sleight of hand or dex, actually.
Oh my gosh. Why can't I find anything?
Dex saving throw. Elevator music. 8.
Whoa!
That's a nat 20. Okay, yeah. You just kind of snatch it out of the air, and in your hand, you hold one of 3 fairy dragons. It just kind of squirms around and looks at you with these big beady eyes. It goes,
Oh my god, was that in my pocket?
Who was trying to get in your pocket? What's in your
Wait,
pocket?
I don't know. What's in my pocket?
what is something shiny in your pocket?
It's trying to start its horde.
Oh.
Give it something for its nest.
I'm gonna give it a
fell
silver
soul bark
coin.
and all of my gold.
All of your gold is in
Chris
one
taking
pocket.
all of your gold.
As you give like the one coin, it just kind of latches onto it, and you're just holding it like by the scruff of its neck.
I'm gonna
Oh my
pet it.
God.
I'm gonna pet it with my other hand.
Just starts purring.
Is this mine now? It's so cute.
Stella's like typing furiously. She's like, yes it is now.
You see the other 2 just kind of like gently flit up, and they begin to very feebly pull at your fingers, Samara, trying to free their friend.
I'll just set it like in my hand so you can just be like, just go. It's okay.
You see the fairy dragon kind of like latch onto the silver piece, and it's just kind of like really struggling to lift up, and then it just like begins to kind of stutter through the air as it makes its way away. And then the other
like-
2 that remain just kind of look at you, and they kind of chitter back and forth. And one of them goes off to help the other, and the single one that remains kind of grabs your finger and seems to be trying to lead you somewhere.
Oh, I'm going. I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna ask him. Like, I'm just
Okay.
gonna go.
So you...
God, you're going to be eaten by a dragon. Where
That's
are
It's
you
fine.
tiny.
going?
It's just gonna take little nibbles.
I gave the baby a coin.
You
Okay.
fed it. You fed
Give the
it.
baby a coin.
So on the map, as you see in front of you, the fairy dragon leads you to this stump.
A stump.
Ominous black hole in the
Oh
middle.
my God.
It is gonna
Thus
eat
we
you.
plunge into the Underdark.
Don't worry
Jesus.
about it. Oh, I can't select this. Awkward. Hold on.
Wrong layer.
This
Samara,
hand.
what are you doing?
Where's this on? Oh, I got it. Okay.
Ew. That's a dead person.
Cool find, Samara.
Well done.
You don't even know what I found, you asshole.
Deadly tiny
Found
dragons.
a mummy. Cool.
Yeah, so you find a very, very tiny horde inside of this stump.
Oh.
And it sort of proudly sits on top of a bag of gold, and you are invited into its stump, and it sort of pushes the bag towards you.
What?
Meh.
So fucking cute.
Oh my god.
Can I like make an like to see if they want if they want me to take it or if they want me to look in it?
Well, you can open it, no problem, and you can see that there are gems inside.
Do they want me to take it?
I don't think so.
They want me to add. You know what? Hold on a second. I need to look at something really quick.
She's like, how much money do I have? Let me give it to the adorable thing.
So the camera kind of zooms out. You see Samara has stuck her head inside of a stump. You don't know what's going on. The rest of you are in this forest, not in a stump.
Well, I don't know what she's doing. Should I go check on her, or just let her go sniffing into stumps?
I mean, I feel like she would holler if she needed help, but also, why is her
Maybe
head
she's found
in
something
the
cool.
stump?
Why is she all the way, in that stump?
She's
She's
her
taking
hiding
things out of her
there.
pockets now.
She's taking things out of her pockets? Is she moving in?
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Hold on.
Oh dear. Did they
Mel,
have,
do you
did
see
they have
anything
food in
delicious?
there? Oh no.
Do you see anything delicious?
Nell, do you see anything
I-
delicious?
Well,
Go ahead and roll me a nature or survival check. No.
I'm gonna start sniffing the air.
Oh.
You sniff. Sniffer engaged. You find another cluster of kraken pods over here.
Auger.
Delicious mushrooms.
Like
my
kneels down and
goodness.
starts like clipping them.
So can I just eat one?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh my
You know,
god.
they're better sauteed.
These aren't like
with,
psychedelic mushrooms
butter
or
and,
anything, right?
and garlic and stuff with a maybe a little rosé. But like, you could eat one now.
I'll try one. I'll be adventurous. I'll-
Okay.
Put a raw.
Avalon starts tripping.
I don't like the eyebrow quirk from our DM over there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Skull! Get that skull out of here!
Okay, yeah, you pop it in your mouth. It is so bitter. It's not very good raw.
I'm
Your
trying
whole
to look good
mouth-
in front of Nell.
Your whole mouth
Um,
tastes like chalk.
It's great. Wow, yeah. This is very tasty.
Roll me a
What is-
deception check.
It's great.
While this is
Yay.
going on, I do have that bag, like 50 gold's worth of gems.
Huh?
I'll give him 15 gold's worth of gems.
Okay. So, yeah.
But I won't pull
Avalon's-
out the whole bag just so they can see it. I'm just gonna pull it out from, like, it looks like I'm just pulling it out from my pocket.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Avalon, you're like choking and crying and I don't know, snot rolling down from your mask or something.
I did say it would be better with sauteed.
And you were
Butter
right.
Samara, as you hand over the 5 gold, you said?
15 gold's worth of
15
gems.
gold. You just see like the little fairy dragon just sort of like clutch at its heart and just like staggers back.
God, you killed it.
Did I kill it?
No.
Good.
It starts
Okay.
making noises. You're not quite sure what's going on with it, but it sounds like it's crying and it's also chirping at the same time.
Aw. Can I try to, like, pet it to try and calm it down?
Yeah. It leans into your hand, starts vibrating.
Aw. You guys can see from, like, Samara leaning in, her legs are just, like, doing little kicks.
My goodness gracious.
And
what
like
in
when
the
you
world?
finally
Have
like
you not-
pull your hand away, it just like chases your hand and leans into it.
This is my pet now, guys.
Take it. And in quick.
Have you noticed the body in the stump yet?
You know, there's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
little
did I notice
skeleton.
that? Is there a body in the stump?
Do you have dark vision?
We all do.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
except maybe Nell, I don't know.
I wouldn't say like it's like a whole body, but there's definitely some bones in there.
Skeletons. Can I see if there is like any evidence of a bigger creature in the stump or around it?
No,
anything?
you get the sense from the interior of this stump that it was meant to be some kind of hiding hole. It is large enough to have a body in it. It has desiccated at this point. Whatever ailed it long ago has been reduced to nothing but bone, and even the bones are beginning to deteriorate, and it's overgrown with vines,
Okay.
returning to the earth.
God, he's so cute. I love him. Oh.
Do
Is she
you?
crying in there? Is she crying?
You are able to take the fairy dragon out of the stump. It stays with you. Do you want to take the stash or leave it there?
I'll take the stash. I wouldn't want it to get stolen while the little fairy dragon's away.
Okay.
What about its brothers?
There's
Its
2 other
brethren.
fairy dragons.
Or
As you-
yeah, are its brothers or sisters gonna stay back?
So you don't see them right now, but as you like begin to reach for the stash, it begins to like kind of wriggle around and make distressed noises.
I'll leave it.
Okay. It happily curls up in your hand.
What have you got there, Samara?
Samara returns to the group with something purple in her hand.
What's that?
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna walk
Is
over
that-
petting it.
My god, that thing's gonna grow up and then eat you.
Huh?
Small now.
That's
Right, but did you...
not a real dragon. Like, it's like a mini dragon, though, isn't it? Are fairy dragons like, don't they stay small? I don't know if Alaris actually knows anything about dragons.
Do I know anything about fairy dragons?
Go ahead and roll me nature.
Do I hear about fairy dragons?
I know
I
some.
can add 3 to that with
Okay.
sage advice.
Nice.
Okay. Sage advice. Scholars analyze their circumstance, hypothesize, best course of action, and give advice. Okay. Add a bonus to the result of that roll. Okay. One sec. Let me research fairy dragons real quick.
I love... So, the way Avalon's brain works is, like... She doesn't believe in, like, dogs and teacup dogs. It's, like, small dogs that will get big. Like, oh, that's just a baby dragon. It's gonna get big again.
So as like all of you begin to turn your attention to it, you see its eyes get kind of big and it just like disappears. You can still feel it in your hand, but it's invisible now.
Oh, it's shy.
Oh my god, you killed it.
It's in my hand still.
What?
No, it's not.
I'm gonna start petting it.
Okay, well, you're just petting air now,
Yeah,
like a
what-
crazy
What do you
person.
mean?
No, it's
I'm
just,
gonna be like,
it's invisible.
I'm gonna like
Invisible?
slowly move him towards whoever wants to pet him. Just go slow. I'll let you know if it's okay.
With one finger, she's gonna, like, go to poke at it.
Careful.
So
is
with
not
the
how we pet
sage
creatures.
advice, so what is the bonus that gets added to the roll there?
My proficiency, so +3.
+3. Okay, so 14 nature. So Samara, with some help from Nell peppering in some facts, you do know that fairy dragons can be used as familiars for certain wizards and sorcerers. They have invisibility, limited telepathy, and they have the ability to cast some magic as well. Nell tells you that she heard about a story where they have the ability to kind of exhale a puff of gas. And what this does is it's a euphoric breath that pretty much just makes people lose their senses and just makes them really happy.
Laughing
Doesn't
gas.
need that breath for us. It's so freaking cute.
So you do know this is a very wild creature,
Mhm.
but it seems to have taken a liking to you.
That's a good thing.
So you're going to keep it then?
I don't know. Should I?
I mean, like, just, like, don't chain it down, but if it wants to follow you, don't stop it.
Yeah. Stella wants this.
Well, you can tag along. But we do have business to attend to.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, I'll just, if it wants to follow, I'll let it follow, but I'm not gonna be like, it's mine.
Okay. Sounds good.
What should we name him?
Don't
Well,
name
maybe
it.
see if it sticks around for a little while
I
before
still
you
want to give him a name,
name it.
even if it doesn't follow us.
What if it dies? Then you'll be sad.
Well,
I'm
that's like
already
saying
gonna
what if
be sad.
Quickfoot dies. Like, he's got to have a name.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Oh, no.
15.
Okay.
That's a scary
13.
question. 11.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
11.
Well, while you were adopting an animal, Nell found some more mushrooms.
Oh.
Cool.
Nell, what
Maybe
is your
later.
passive perception?
13.
13? Okay. Samara, you begin to hear that there is some snuffling and something large moving in the forest ahead of you. You get the sense whatever it is, it's big, it's heavy, and there are multiples of these.
I'm more worried if it's Mama than if it's the heartbeats.
What's that look for, Samara?
Something over there. I'm no longer like holding the fairy dragon. It's just like wherever it is around.
It appears to have gone invisible, so you're not quite sure where it is now.
Well, I'm gonna take that as a hit, and we should hide.
Oh,
Oh.
alright.
Yeah. So be quiet.
Should we hide?
Yeah, hide right now.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna hide behind this big stump.
Okay. All right. As the group of you sort of hunker down and begin to move over and make yourselves scarce, you see, after waiting about 10 minutes, that there are creatures that begin to become visible between the brush. You see a large boar, and then another one, and then another one.
How big would you say these boars are?
Larger than horses.
Holy crap!
Like Princess Mononoke boars.
Big
Oh
one.
my god!
Holy crap!
These could easily have 2-3 grown, fully armored adults on them.
Jeez.
Do you want to make a pet out of those too?
What?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Whispering around the trunk.
You can see that they are snuffling the ground. They are pulling at roots and little mushrooms. They seem to be foraging. They're just moving around very slowly.
Should we try to scare them off?
You have thaumaturgy. What's the distance on it though? Oh, it's only 30 feet.
Yeah. Maybe don't scare them towards us though.
That would be...
No.
Yes.
I cannot see you squares that well.
30 feet. Hold on.
No, I can fix that.
I mean, even if I were to like make any like ominous noises or anything, like it's still not that close to them. So they might get curious and come towards us,
Oh. Well,
rather than if they
now,
were closer and if it was just this really loud sound.
what should we do then? Should we wait, or do you want to get some meat?
I don't think we can eat all that meat.
Hmm.
That seems wasteful.
It does, but at the
Deserve
same
it.
time, it's us or them.
True.
Is it though?
Well, when you put it like that, I draw my crossbow, my short bow.
I mean, if you guys want to pick off one and try and scare the other ones away.
I don't know. I think we have more pressing matters to attend to than 3 bulls.
And
So-
we've dealt with far worse than boars before. I don't think this is an issue.
I could just go and try and make a bunch of big noises and scare it off. Act
Yeah,
like a
we
bear.
just act big.
Yeah,
Just
do it.
act big.
You wanna do that?
Just
I'll do
act big.
I'll
Just
do
act
it.
big.
Do
Do
it.
y'all want to like go together and do this, or do you want to send one person?
I'll just do it.
And together. Oh,
Oh yeah, whatever.
Adon's ready to
I'm gonna-
act big.
I'm gonna like hold, or no, I'm not by Adon. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna hold her back. Be like, Adon, no.
Oh yeah, Dawn's on the other side.
My arm, extend your arm.
Very big. I'm very big and scary. I can be scary.
Yeah.
All right. So as Avalon and Adon step out, tell me what this looks like.
Alright.
Guys, they're like 60 feet away.
We'll wave our hands in the air.
Charge at him.
Yeah.
You're charging.
A
Okay.
long run.
Oh, God.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me intimidation at advantage. Both of you.
I love this.
I don't have the greatest intimidation.
I believe in you. You got advantage.
I got my sword out.
Oh,
my
at
pipe.
advantage.
At
Oh my
advantage.
Let me roll it one more time.
That's
Okay.
better.
That's a
There
25
we
from
go.
Avalon and 18 from Adon. Yeah, so your collective screaming and charging and flailing just startles the hell out of them. You see one just kind of splash as it like falls into this creek, and then it bolts away and disappears into the brush line. This one, with the purple flowers growing on its back, it sort of like runs in one direction and then turns and runs the other direction and then eventually vanishes. This last one kind of stands its ground and it begins to charge you and then stops. Backs up. Charges a little. Backs up. It seems to be like challenging you, but
Avalon's
unsure.
gonna do the same thing. She's gonna get her little head down and like charge too and put her pike above her head and be like, "Rah!" It's a game of chicken with a boar.
like
Come at me.
Bob with this fucking pencil.
I'm Doodle Bob. Me hoy, me noy.
As it like locks eyes with you, and we have this really intense moment of this boar that's like this larger than a war horse, just staring Avalon down. It huffs out one last time. With its head still cocked high, it turns and it slowly walks away.
I won that turf battle, baby.
Keep going.
All right, it's safe now. They're gone.
All right. Well, that was
Hey,
entertaining.
boars, no problem.
Can I see if the fairy dragon like appeared at all or is in the stump?
You poke your head into the stump. It's not there. You don't see the fairy dragon anywhere.
Oh no.
Gone forever.
I'm more worried that he
your
just got
ears
scared.
With what? Avalon's. Ah! All
Alright,
right.
well, there are massive bulls in these woods, so maybe, Nell
That's
and
just
Adon maybe be in the middle of the group.
Yeah.
Don't want you to be picked off by any sort of large creature.
So who's gonna be in the front?
I'll be in the front!
All right,
I'm
our
the boar
scary
queen!
boar queen.
Oh!
As the group of you continue forward, Avalon at the fore, the forest opens up into a cavernous cylinder of rocks and branches. You can see that there are harpy nests hitched into almost every surface on the cliff face, and they look more homey than you expected. There's an ancient tree off in the distance towards the center of this cropping. You see that the sky pokes through hundreds of openings above you, several hundred feet up. Bodies of forest beasts, a saber-toothed tiger, and ettercap, are covered in talon scratches and strung up. They dangle down from the trees above you. A prominent platform balances about 50 feet above you. You hear the unfurling of wings. A harpy descends. You see 5 or 6 others emerge, and they watch you. As this harpy lands, you can see that she is tall and slender. Her deep brown skin is covered with a crisscrossing of scars. Wings of tawny feathers tuck into her back, and she seems to retain some elven beauty. Her eyes are a deep orange color, surrounded by black sclera. Her teeth are sharp points, and where you'd expect to see the deep brown of human lips, you see a bluish black. This woman appears to be exactly like the sketch that Adon saw.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's her! Oh my god, just like the song.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Get you!
Oh my god! That's
I'm
what
just
the bar
ima-
said! Oh my god!
I'm
You
just
think I got
imagining
songs about you.
Avalon doing this.
That's exactly what's going. That's what Avalon's brain sounds like.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's you!
Just muttering to herself in the mask.
I almost believe Avalon would get it 5 minutes after everyone else would be. Everyone would
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah, we've gone this, and then just in the middle of like a conversation, she'd be like,
I am Lyra Velatha, she says, and her voice is very smooth, very regal. You don't... It's kind of jarring when you look at her. Her humanoid features are quite smooth and appear to be quite lovely, and the rest of her appears very wild and bestial. You see there are large talons that like rake into the branch that she's perched on right now, and you can tell like these claws could easily rip through armor, tear flesh.
Eris, do you think?
Lyra, I have returned from our conversation at the farm with some people that would like to help our situation, help broker peace.
You see her wings unfurl. Human, I did wish to speak with you. Our talk was cut short by the ranger.
I was explaining the situation to this group of adventurers here who have offered to help with the situation.
I see. It is good that you wish to speak with us instead of draw blades. It is unfortunate that the priests of Fenmaral... Fuck, what's his name? Mesterin. Sorry. Fenmaral Mesterin. Sow seeds of deceit. We wish nothing but peace. It is their god that cursed us to begin with.
Wasn't very nice.
No, it was not.
How can we help, Lyra? How can we fix this?
Little assassination, that could be fun.
Let me tell you a story. A young bard practiced in this very forest, overheard by Fenmaral Mesterin. He admired her voice and her talent and demanded a song in his honor. She refused. Her work and her pride were more pressing. She did not appreciate demands. In his rage, Fenmaral Mesterin took her delicate musician's hands and made them into claws. You see her kind of like reach up and just curl her talons together. He turned her voice into a curse, doomed to bring pain and confusion, not pleasure. It is unacceptable that these lies are told again and again, besmirching our good name. We are cursed, and our pain does not end there. Now, could you please draw from the deck of many? Thank you so much, Tiger of the Gate. Tell me when to stop. I suck at this.
Now.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Instant death.
All right. Thank you. That will come into play here just shortly. So yeah, she tells you this story, and Adon, we see the camera focus on Adon, and Adon, you see this image, this story as it's being told to you in a similar fashion to the story that you had heard from the bard. However, you do not see that sort of illusion of shadow, that sort of juxtaposition of deceit or malice. It seems true, perhaps. You're not quite sure.
Those motherfuckers. I told you he was lying, guys. Come on. How can you dispel a curse by killing the caster? You can kill a god, right?
You can what?
I'm just spitballing out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. It's fine.
So, milady, what you're asking for is dispelling such lies, correct?
And the curse too, right?
We have been cursed by a god that is so petty that they could not take rejection. I do not expect that the curse can be lifted, but the very least that his servants can do is let us live in peace. We thrive here in this wilderness. We do not wish to be disturbed. There is no need for their rangers to come here and disrupt our ways.
I would love to put that guy in his place. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Well, I see no issue with that. And I think the lot of us can agree that we can do what we can to keep them out of here. You want this mountainous range as well as the forest? Just to live about and such?
We are not greedy. We do not need very much. We were cursed in this forest and we wish to stay as a reminder to this god and the priests of pride and folly. We are here to help others that were turned or cursed, and we shall remain here. We do not need the entire forest, but we do need to be left alone.
Are the rangers asking you to go? Well, asking in not such a polite way.
They attack us when they see us. We have heard word that there are posters being put up in Cragwatch saying we are vile and dangerous creatures. It is not true.
We did see one of those.
Let's go talk to the priest.
And if we can remember right, it was the priest that was distributing such papers, correct?
Yes, he's the asshole.
Right. I don't like that. Not at all. I don't like that at all. Well, you lot seem kind enough.
Take this as a token of our goodwill and to show that we mean true peace if they are to also deliver. And the harpy, Lyra, she begins to drift down, and you see that she has something clutched in her talons, and she drops it in front of Nell. Nell, you have drawn the key card.
Ooh!
A rare or rarer magic item appears in your hands. You can choose a +2 weapon or a +1 armor.
Ooh.
So you don't have to define this right now, because I would rather you have like a magic item that is, you know, something that you really like and you can figure out role-playing stuff. But you get a mysterious item. It's bundled up in a package. You can open the package later.
Animal Crossing. Just
So that was from Tiger of the Gale. I'm sorry I said your name incorrectly earlier. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Okay. Bravo.
What?
Please draw from the deck of many.
Oh my god, you guys are so mean.
Thank you, Ludus.
Thank you, Ludus. Now.
Now? Oh, fuck.
Are you joking? Oh my god.
Bye, Avalon.
You have drawn the Void card.
Are you joking?
So this will come into play later. I do have a specific change. We don't use the original Void card effect because that's kind of boring for a live show, just shoving a character into an alternate dimension. But that will come into play here in a little bit. Okay. Yes.
You're so lucky. Bravo, you just keep pulling all the good ones, huh?
I keep pulling the great ones. You know what? They build character, and that's all I'm gonna say. Nell's like, woo! Free magic item!
Alternate dimension.
And we're like, hi.
And then
bye,
I get
Avalon.
vaporized by some abyssal being in some other plane. But I'll only get stronger.
So they say, this is a gift from the Harpies. It is for you. We pay you, adventurers, to speak on our behalf.
I think we can do that just fine. Right? Gang?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I will try definitely my best. She like clutches the package.
And we will go in a cordial manner at first. Because, Adon, we are representing this fine troop of people.
I'm sure they don't like him very much either.
I'm sure they don't. But in order to broker peace, such things must be done.
Yeah, we can cut out the root of the evil.
Right. But I know it's very sad and disappointing. Sometimes we must ask the root of evil first. And then don't forget about my little friend Plan B.
We can stab when all else fails, okay?
We do not want to create a more hostile and villainous name for these poor cursed people.
Think of how fun it could be if we could just go in and take him out.
I'm sure. I promise you, the next time we meet some grimy asshole, we'll just rip him a new one. But this one...
Will you shake on that?
Oh, I'm gonna get arrested. Yes, I'll shake on that.
We see the camera just kind of like zoom in. Everything else like kind of blurs out of view. We see Dawn and Avalon. They shake hands. You just feel like this is some kind of like divine covenant. Just...
if I break this promise, I get struck down by God. Like
Next time we
Been
meet another
smoked.
grimy asshole, it's going down.
You're gonna write that one down in your notebook?
Oh, 100%. I was gonna ask you to sign later, but if you can sign now, that would be good too.
Takes up 2 pages, like big capital letters.
Yeah.
It's a contract.
grimy
I've already got it half
asshole.
done.
And
Yeah.
and right here, and date down there. Thank you.
And a drop of blood there.
Initials?
Yeah.
Driver's license number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last 4 of your social. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Thank you.
And then you see the harpies in the trees kind of turn away. They melt away into the forest, and Lyra resumes her previous perch on the ancient tree.
Let's go. Let's go.
We will bring hopefully good news and some peace to you lot. Thank you for your kindness. They were kind, right? I can't think of words. I'm not a wordsmith. I'm not like you, Alaris. Don't look at me like that.
Ina will take her hat off and bow to the harpies, and be like, we will do the best that we can.
Right.
Put
You
the
see
hat
her
back on.
unfurl her massive wings. She bows her head, and then she takes off in a flurry of feathers.
Wow.
And do-do-do-do-do, the party appears suddenly on the edge of Cragwatch.
Wonderful. Alaris is Alaris again.
Yay! Party trick.
Maybe you should turn into her just so we can get some answers. Maybe he'll be more willing to listen.
I'm pretty sure they don't like her.
Yeah, I'd say us coming in full force like a band of...
I think maybe
Badasses.
they'll agree that the harpies are not violent if we can say that the leader got turned back or the curse was lifted and now they're just nice people.
But that's just based in deception. What happens if someone walks into that forest and sees...
They're just based in deception. Come on!
Well, either way, when we go back to that temple or whatever, I'm gonna have to, like, hide or something. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, he didn't quite like you. You can hide behind me.
Piggyback.
You know?
No, I'm kidding.
No.
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 You see one of the fairy bells in Nell's hair just starts floating through the air.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that, Nell.
What is happening?
Did what?
What's it doing?
I
Hear a jingle, 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 jingle. And then the flower lands on Samara's shoulder.
What is happening?
And then,
Oh, it's your little dragon friend.
Oh!
We all realized at the same time.
You guys are.
Glad it took one of those. The others would have hurt a little.
Yeah, ow.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just see like these tiny, like serrated teeth begin to munch and crunch on the flower as it eats it.
Does anything happen?
No. It's loud. It's like right in your ear, too.
All right.
ASMR.
Avalon's
mind.
gonna bust. Like, when I say bust, girl.
Like
she's opening that-
firefighter kick the door
like,
open.
I want to catch everyone by surprise with my
Yeah.
big, awesome presence. I want to bust that door down, but then
Okay.
just stand in the doorway really menacingly.
And I'm
Okay.
I'm right behind her so they can't see me.
Okay, go ahead and roll me athletics.
Watch me not be able
Do you
to
want to
bust
use a
the door
blessing?
down.
You want to use a
Yes.
blessing?
Okay.
I'm going to use a blessing because if I can't do this, it will be so embarrassing.
Just roll an
Okay.
8.
Double
Natural
ones.
one.
Oh, there we go.
That's a nat
Yeah.
20. Okay.
Yes!
You kick the door and like both of the doors just like just come off their hinges and then the slam down. There are no
Perfect.
doors to this temple anymore.
As
Oh,
she
man.
stands in the doorway menacingly, I'm just gonna come out from behind her, notebook in hand. Excuse me, Mr. High Priest, we need to speak to you right now. You need to answer for your crimes today. Thank you. And I'm just gonna go
Today.
wandering around the temple,
Today.
calling his name.
Okay, yeah, you see it appears to be a similar arrangement over by the sun, moon, ceiling open door thing. And you see that there are 4 priests and also the high priest doing some like evening chants, and this immediately disrupts them. They go quiet, they all turn towards you, and the 4 priests just kind of like scatter, and it's only the high priest remaining.
I have a quick question for you, sir. Are you aware that your god punished a bunch of women a woman for no reason and subjected them to a lifetime in the forest as harpies? Were you aware of that?
You can see he
Or were you
immediately
aware
starts
of-
sweating.
That temperature regulation, it'll get you.
He just
Or
starts like
are you
wiping.
aware of the rangers that keep going into this forest and attacking these harpies for no reason? Were you aware of
I-
that?
Sent them.
My god is one to protect these people. Fenmaral Mesterin.
Protect who? People who write songs for him?
Liar! Liar!
Oh, that is really fucking cute.
I'm gonna do
okay, so-
thaumaturgy, and I'm
Okay.
gonna make it kind of like whispers in his ear, saying "liar," like ominous whispers around, just like spook him.
You can see that he starts shaking and he says, I am only trying to spread the word of my god. I am only trying to uplift and hold what he wishes of us.
Only the good parts about your god, though. Mm.
please ignore that.
I love to imagine
Let's just
Alaris
mark
has her
him in
arms-
case he disappears.
She's got her arms crossed watching, and then she just goes, pew.
It's on you, bitch.
So just for context, Alaris accidentally clicked Hunter's mark in the Roll20 chat.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Tried to shrink it. It didn't work.
Now the whispers change to deception.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking dope, dude.
He starts shaking. He says, what am I supposed to do? Defy a god? Fenmaral
Yes.
Mesterin has watched over Cragwatch for hundreds of years.
Yeah, you defy God if he's an asshole. There's nothing wrong with that. It will actually make you a good person. So what you need to do now, is you need to stop letting your rangers go and attacking them. You got that?
How are we to protect our village?
They don't mean to attack anybody.
Yeah.
You're the aggressors in this situation.
Aggressors,
Right now.
aggressors.
That's right, Nell. Say it. Give it to him, Nell. That's right.
He
Yeah.
he appears to be confused, kind of looking around, and he says, "We will have to keep them from entering our village."
They don't want to come here.
They
Good.
don't like you. Why would they want to come
They-
here?
I don't
They're
think you're
just
even-
We
trying
don't
to-
like you.
They
Have a whole-
attacked Fairlight Farm.
They didn't, actually.
We
Wrong.
talked to the farmer.
Again.
They were trying to broker peace and hey, we don't want to come here. Can you stop coming into our forest and attacking? Again, it's your rangers that are going out and doing all the mischief.
Could I get a persuasion at advantage, please?
That
Yeah.
was so cute.
Oh,
trying
Nell
to
is so fucking
Like-
cute, dude.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 20.
Don't even need the advantage.
Damn, I
Nope.
really wanted to kill this
Yeah,
guy.
Nell,
We gotta
Nell's
just
my
talk his ear off.
favorite. Nell is literally my favorite. She's like, you guys suck.
You're mean.
Meanie.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's right. Bend him to your will, girl. That's right.
He goes quiet and he looks at Nell, this tiny person with flowers in their hair. And I think like a bucket helmet with a feather on top. Is that what it's supposed to
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yup.
Forgot about the helmet.
That helmet lives in my brain rent free. He has a look of sorrow that crosses his features, and he says, "If this is all true, then it could mean so many things. I don't even know where to start. I had the interests of our people first and foremost. I just want to protect them.
Leave the harpies
Blah, blah,
alone.
blah, blah, blah.
They just
Protect
want to
them.
be left alone.
What do you suppose I should do?"
She just told you, leave them alone.
So maybe stop spreading that terrible song about them.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
Been
they're
good.
Pamphlets.
Ban that song and maybe give a stern talking to that bard. She's not very friendly for a bard.
Horribly mean.
Awful table manners. Maybe she can learn new songs.
New songs.
Yeah, maybe some that don't perpetuate lies about your god, pretending that he's so great.
like Sweet Caroline.
That's a good one. Bum,
Oh,
bum.
It's in here now.
If I could come through the screen, weirdly, I swear to God. I cannot believe that just came to your brain so quickly.
He,
Yeah! Like Sweet Caroline!
He reaches for a parchment and he begins to write. And with your help, he begins to write the facts and tries to get the story straight. And he writes a decree and also a notice to right the lies that had been spread by the Temple of Fenmaral Mesterin. And you are all involved in this process. And once he is finished, he says, "We can try to redistribute these, take down our previous pamphlets. Do you think the
think it's-
Harpies would agree?"
Definitely.
harpies are much more charitable than I, so.
I think as long
Making peace with the harpies and, is protecting the people. Restoring the truth is protecting the people. And I think, the harpies just wanted the people to know that it was all lies. And, we're righting the wrong. So I think it's a win-win for well, except maybe your God, who's kind of a dick. But
And the lady that turned into the harpy and can't play her music anymore too, that kind of sucks.
I think if anything, it's definitely a step above what they were expecting.
It is a start. We will try to seek reparations. See what we can do to help the harpies. If they want it. If they don't want it, we will leave them alone. And he begins to call for the other priests, and they begin to copy the pamphlets and basically prepare it for distribution. And by the end of it, the whole day has passed by, and he holds out a bag of 20 gold and also a necklace. I no longer have any need of this. I do not believe in Fenmaral Mesterin. How could a god perpetuate something like this? He sort of looks at it with disgust, and he shoves it out towards you. Take it. I don't even want to look at it anymore.
Good choice.
Well, sorry about your door. Let's go.
well, maybe the gold. It didn't really take us more than a day. Maybe the gold can go to fixing the door.
Or the harpies. Maybe they need it. Reparations.
If that is where you want to put it, I can distribute these funds to help the cause.
We don't need 20 gold.
I think the harpies would agree that the money can go to
Sounds good to me.
making amends.
He takes it, and he bids you farewell. And you feel by the end of this whole process that you're certain that he will stick to what he said he would do. And you can even see that some of the priests are beginning to distribute the new pamphlets and take down the old ones as you make your way through Cragwatch.
Dawn.
Yes.
Now, I know you were very eager to right such a wrong, but can we just see what perhaps taking the extra initiative to explain exactly what went wrong did here today?
These mortals and their lies and their gold, it's they only have a limited amount of years here. Why would they? He knowingly shared lies with the whole town. There's no point in leaving him alive.
It's hard when you think you're doing the right thing. And it's
Like, if you guys don't want me to kill anyone, I won't kill anyone, but just saying, some
Well,
people don't quite deserve to live.
some people don't, but some people really doesn't matter on the person, it matters on the impact. Imagine if we had gone in there and slayed that man in the name of the Harpies. We might have started a whole war here.
It's gone,
It would have been fun, and I know you would have been very good at it, but that's just wanted to explain my reasoning for such caution.
That's
we're on the
fine.
same
I'll
page.
always listen to you. If you don't want me to kill anyone, I won't. But
I
I want it to be known that I want to.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Don't worry.
Don't forget our deal either.
Okay. Yes, I won't forget my deal. Don't forget our deal. Well, shall we... Wait, where are we going now? What's happening now?
Back to the inn, I suppose.
Back to sleep. Go to sleep.
Do you want to go back to the Blue Heart Inn, or do you want to leave Cragwatch?
Nighttime, isn't it?
It
Or
is nighttime, yes.
Oh.
I say we can
Oh,
have
can
one
we
night here.
confirm that the necklace that we got is what we came here for? Because we came here for a key, not to help the Harpy situation.
A rumor of a key. To be fair.
Rumor, that's
Rumor of a
right.
key.
Mm-hmm. So as you hold this medallion, you can see that it has the symbol of the Saldarine on it, and you spent some time with it. You can tell it is a magic item. You can use an action once per day to gain advantage when making persuasion, charisma checks, performance checks, or intimidation checks.
Oh.
You do get the feeling that this is a key.
Oh, good.
So you can
Avalon,
keep it or you
haven't
can eat
eaten
it.
One yet, right?
I haven't what?
You haven't eaten one yet, right?
I'm not gonna shove another piece of metal in my mouth.
Eat
You
it.
can't get me to do this.
You should
Eat
eat it.
it.
Just at least
Try it. Just take a little piece
Like,
of it.
You keep telling me to
Practice.
eat things, and then they end up being rocks or
To be fair-
actual pieces of metal.
Nell was the one that tried to get you to eat the bracelet or whatever.
Okay, well,
That's
Nell
true.
is not at fault here because I watched Nell with my own eyes eat a bracelet. So, if
Right.
anything, I would take her word over all of yours.
But you
Yeah, but this
But
is a necklace.
you
This isn't a
tried
bracelet.
to get me. You
I
tried to get me to
the
eat a whole
okay?
rock.
Actually, hey Nell, can you eat the rock?
I didn't try to eat the rock, but wasn't that thrown away?
No, I think Dawn caught
Dawn
it
has
up in
it.
her.
Oh,
tiny
yeah.
A
thing.
dawn
have it.
produces the mossy rock.
Pull it out of me.
Yeah, that one. I'll
Maybe
hold.
just like a nibble, though, because I like the rock.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe don't eat the rock then, because
Let's just keep it.
we don't want to ruin the magic on it. If she eats a nibble out
Yeah.
of it, maybe it'll dispel the magic of the rock.
Probably.
I can look at the medallion and see if it's at least edible.
Yeah, why don't you know?
You can
What?
just lick it and see, Avalon.
Yeah, when
Now-
we licked it, it had a flavor every time with all the other items.
No.
True.
I'm going to take your word, not theirs. What do you think I should do?
Don't make me cast charm person.
After all these years together.
Nell
I-
looks at it for 10 minutes, and you can determine that it can be. You determine you can eat it without any harm, and it is edible. But you've only ever used this power to see if you can eat it, so you don't know anything other than that.
I mean, I could probably eat it, but give it a try. Just a. You don't have to like shove it in your mouth like you tried to do with the bracelet. Just like
Right.
a little nibble to see if it, and if it's just a necklace or whatever, then you don't have to eat it all.
Right. Just gonna hold
But-
it.
Potentially.
Just gonna smell it.
Oh, wait, before you eat that, where are we right now?
Yeah, we should go somewhere.
Standing
private.
outside of the tavern.
Like,
In public.
Yep.
Should we maybe go somewhere a little bit more secluded in case she goes full elemental on us?
Do you want? Should we go in the forest or?
Well, your air, your elemental is just like a breeze, right?
You do. You did rest, so you do have a moon door.
Hey, you guys want to do this in the door?
Yeah, I love the door.
Ooh,
I love
if all of this is gonna be for nothing, I am leaving and sleeping in a tavern and working the bar for the rest of my life.
Let's go in the
Back.
door.
All right, let's go on the door.
We haven't been to the moon door in a hot minute.
We all know you wouldn't leave it down like that.
Sure.
We all know.
We all know.
We all know. All right, Nell. If I eat this, and it is in fact metal, and I can't consume it, do you promise not to make fun of me? Because I know for a fact that all three of them will.
I never make fun of you.
We don't even know if it's edible. So why
I'm
would
not
we-
talking to these three. I'm talking to you, Nell.
I'm pulling out the zombie
I don't
finger.
understand why I would make fun of
Thank you.
for eating something.
That's very kind of you. Right, I'm gonna just take a bite, a full bite. I'm
Chomp.
committing.
Okay, you chomp. Okay, so as you take a big ol' heckin' bite out of this, it tastes like your favorite salad dressing.
So
The
random.
bad tasting one.
Italian.
What?
Straight olive oil.
Strawberry vinaigrette, baby.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Avalon's a bit fruity.
I'm a bit fruity.
Little fruity, little sour.
She said,
Do you want to eat the rest of it?
oh, heck yeah. If I
Okay.
can't eat it, I'm gonna eat it.
You pop the whole thing in your mouth, and as soon as you consume the entire thing, you unlock an ability.
Yes.
Yes, abilities.
Abilities.
You are the Warden,
Ooh!
Houndmaster, Champion of Air, Guardian of Keys. You gain the ability Houndmaster's Vigil. You permanently double your proficiency when making perception checks. On your turn, you gain the ability to cast Detect Magic or Knock as a bonus action. Once you use this feature, you must use a long rest before you can use it again.
So dope.
Oh my god, nothing gets past me, baby. Mm-mm.
And as you feel this surge of power go through you, you immediately transform into your primal form. Tell me what this looks like.
Okay, so it's like a wisps of like smoke, but like cloudy smoke, like chunky, like big cloudy smoke. That forms this like her armor is very similar but way more ornate and like kind of more elaborate looking. And she has a crown or like a headpiece that frames her face, and then her hair is kind of like big and wild and ends in like falling almost like fog. But she's big. She's maybe like 12 feet tall now. She's massive.
Wow.
And this is why we came here.
Wow. Yeah, wow.
It's a good thing we did. She might have hit her head on a branch.
I think she just went through it.
So Nell, my dear sweet mortal Nell, this all happens in front of you. What do we see as the camera zooms in on you?
Awkward.
She's a little taken aback, but then she's just like, with at least with like, the setting of inside the moon door and stuff like that, her eyes just kind of like twinkle. As like she's kind of like seeing all this happen, and then just suddenly realize she's just now the size of her shin guards. Almost kind of like falls over trying to like
Look up.
see all of that.
Everyone's gonna look right down at Nell and just be like, "Thank you."
Welcome.
She's gonna like do a big stretch. Like she hasn't been this comfortable in years. Feels great.
Yeah, it feels like, when you wear shoes that are way too small, you feel all cramped and everything's kind of sore and you can tell there's blisters. And then you take the shoe off and then you're able to wiggle your toes. It's like that, except 1,000 times.
Ugh. Alright, fine. You all got me with the previous ones, but this one worked.
I think with Avalon being like 12 feet tall, her voice just kind of booms too.
Oh yeah, really loud.
Can you whisper instead?
What?
No, shh.
Tone it down.
You want me to bend down?
Oh god. Yeah.
And she like crouches down.
Can you... Your voice is really loud. Can you
Oh,
whisper instead?
Sorry.
Thanks.
My apologies.
You look great.
Thank you.
Okay,
I feel great.
you have about 5 minutes, from seeing the others before your primal form snaps away. Is there anything you want to do in those 5 minutes?
You should run around.
I'm gonna run around.
Got the zoomies.
I'm gonna run around.
All right. So in the moon door, there is basically like a pond of water surrounding this platform. And you're able, no problem, at 12 feet tall, to like just sort of wade through it.
Oh, heck yeah. Dawn, I see the fish.
Can you grab one? Can you
I'll
grab one?
grab one. Can I grab
Thank
one?
you.
Yeah.
Can you give me one too?
So you grab one of the ruby fish in the water here and you pull it up, and it's basically the size of a horse, and you just have it in your fist and it wriggles around, and while you have it out of the water you can see that it appears to be made of jewels.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Right here,
Everything here made of money?
Wow.
Just gonna toss it up into the
Onto the platform.
yeah.
Okay, it thrashes around and you can hear like the gems just sort of smacking against the platform here, and you could tell like if this hits one of you, you're gonna take a lot of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Oh. Give that
Back
some
away.
space.
Yeah. Back away.
Quickly.
See if you can scrape a ruby off of it, and then she's gonna go for a swim. Whee!
And as the party sort of messes around with this fish, trying not to get clobbered, we see this scene fades to black. And the camera. Music change. The camera refocuses inside of the sewers. And we see a familiar face. A woman with long black hair and narrow serpentine features. And she appears to be standing in front of a workbench. Her fingers work nimbly as she creates something. It appears to be a bracelet of some kind. We see her pluck an eyeball out of a jar, and she wriggles it into place on a disc in this bracelet, and she creates a Thraxian bracelet. She holds it up to the torchlight, inspects it, and she speaks to someone. We can't quite see them. Turns it over in her hands. You know, I have an idea. Why don't we consider some of the other pieces on the table? A knight is good and all, but a bishop. We could use one of those. Someone unassuming. Someone powerful, wise, and useful. The camera pans over slowly to the darkness, and we see Mathea say, I know just the person.
How is it gonna work? With the stabby stab and the throaty throne.
Crown twins. Woo!
And that is where we're going to end our session for today.
Oh.
We're going to go around real quick and do some outros. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what you are up to. And we're going to go ahead and start with EJ.
Hi, I'm EJ. Sorry, I'm taking my hair out. You can find me on Twitter at Emeanly, and that's it. And my favorite part, I didn't think of my favorite part yet. I think my favorite part of tonight would have to be the fairy dragon. The little
really
guy.
cute.
He was super cute.
Wait, is he still with us? Is he still on my
Right?
shoulder?
Yes.
Yeah, he's with
You
you.
now have a fairy dragon pet. But it's wild.
That's okay. We
So
can,
it's going to
name
need
him
some
now.
training.
I'm gonna train it. I have a vet. I have a dragon as a vet.
Next, we have Dungeon Dame.
Hi, that's me. I'm Dungeon Dame. You can find me here and Stella's Discord, and I also have Twitter and Instagram with the same handle, Dungeon_Dame. And my favorite part of tonight was probably a dawn when Alaris turned into Ina, just like. Is it real?
was really good.
Adon not understanding personal space.
Next, we have Bravo.
Hi guys, I'm Bravo. You can find me at Bravo, which is with 5 R's, all over the place. Also at the Monty Hall, which is where I run a little channel with me and my friend Nick. Next week, I DM'd for the first time. It was really fun. And we're gonna be doing like some zero prep, just like on the fly improv D&D on my birthday on Wednesday. So
That's next Wednesday?
that's next Wednesday. Yeah.
At what time?
We don't know yet, so keep an eye out on Sunday. We will be putting the schedule out. But my favorite part, I think Nell, like telling that priest off. I love Nell's little stand. Cute. So small, but she's got so much power. I love it.
That was good. Next, we've got Giggly.
Hi, I'm Giggly. You can find me here on Twitch at Giggly Dendrolagus or on Twitter at Giggly Dendro. I have to say, my favorite part was probably when Avalon was in her primordial form. I'm like, you should just run around. She's like, I'm gonna run around, and then she's like, I'm going for a swim.
That was really cute.
Seeing Avalon acting kind of like a child, especially with how stoic she's been. It was great.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, we've got May.
I'm Lady May. You can find me, I guess, on Instagram and Twitter, and sometimes Twitch channel. Here, most often, playing as Nell, and too many choices. The fairy dragons.
Yeah.
I want one too. Can we just go back and adopt the whole family?
There's 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you are still in the vicinity.
It's true.
You could try to go back. Just
Don't want to
saying.
separate the family, you know?
Yeah, of course.
I have to say that's probably my favorite part too. So when I was preparing, so today we have been playing Shadows and Talons. This was an adventure created by Melanie Black. Their Twitter is twitter.com/missbox. So thank you so much. This was an adventure from Uncaged Anthology. When I was doing the prep and I read about the fairy dragons, I was like, this is so cute. I have to. And yeah, I was really excited about that part. Yep.
Now I can design a dragon and
Yes.
name it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone here, for joining us. I hope that you had a great time. If you want to catch us again, we are taking a few weeks break. We are going to be relaxing for the holidays and taking a few weeks off. We will be back in the new year on the 2nd? 9th? I'll tell you through Twitter. 8th. Yes, right. Fridays. Yes. So Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on January 8th, we will be back. And thank you so much for being here with us. Please follow all of these lovely ladies. I hope you had a great time. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Take care, be safe, and have fun. Play some more tabletop. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.